Man, what's good? Y'all with me? What's popping? Y'all are with me, man. Let's go ahead and just kill this shit right here and let's just do this. Yeah, this one right here, sir.
Yo, Fat Mac E&T, MTG, Lil Mac, Lil Pee Wee, we the motherfucking mob. We represent that Naptown
Turn the speakers up, y'all.
We represent the struggle. Yeah, we represent that real shit. We real niggas from the
that
street,
nap.
nigga. This shit real for us, nigga. We rap about our real life, nigga. Ain't no playtime when we live at, nigga. Indianapolis, Indiana. You a Naptown nigga, stand up. I represent the hustle, G. I represent the struggle. I represent the hard
I ain't never had nothing sweet but a mouthpiece that's gonna get a nigga cash to get the clothes off the freak. Since I was told about the streets, I always been a beast and I always kept a heat and let it go when it's beat. Never told on my peace, that's the code of the streets. Stand on all 10 toes and don't fall off your feet. Gotta ball real hard till we ball out of bounds. And when the feds put indictments out, we move out of town. In my city it go down, especially when you in the ghetto. So you gotta move smooth, think smart and move careful. Don't matter, keep your mouth closed and mind your own business. You a court and you a witness, then you might end up a victim. In my hood, bright wood, we ain't with all that shit. So if you seen or heard about it, then don't get involved in it. From the streets to the prison, it's forever thug living. MCT to the bone, hood life till I'm gone.
I represent my city and my section and the struggle. I represent the real niggas who only option hustle. If you ain't know my nigga, I represent the nap. I represent the street niggas who get it out the trap.
In the city where I'm from, we do it the dumb way. Heads get bust, but it ain't no fighting, just gunplay. And Diamond Time came back around. They passing out class A, you get caught with a pistol now. You catching the fed case.
It's clean, boy.
It's lights out. And on your way home, make sure you take the right route. Never trust these hoes, cause these hoes play the game crooked. That nigga you beefing with, she been giving him some pussy. Look out and stay alert before you get took out. That's always on my mind as I hear him blow the kush out. I'm focused, I'm looking in my rearview mirror scoping for the Jags boys in the law, cause they rollin'. I know them bitches after me, really wanna capture me, but I'm too busy in the studio dropping the masterpiece. Bitches Fat Mac E&T, we on our grind 365. Know I'm living by the gun, so that's what I'm gonna die
by. I represent my city and my section and the struggle. I represent the real niggas who only option hustle. If you ain't know my nigga, I represent the nap. I represent the street niggas who get it out the trap. Bitch, I represent my city to the max. For my niggas who in prison and the ones in the trap. I represent them real niggas who grinding trying to get them some mail. And the projects, the Pyrex, and the digital scale. Represent for my brother who got 40 years of life. And look Kevin from the third who will get your ass right. That's about me in my city, they gon' mention the mob. They might tell you I told pistols and sell piss on the dime. Better be ready, cause anything can go in the net. I know thug niggas and drug dealers and hoes who sell cat. Never seen no nigga make it out this bitch from trapping. So I figure I can probably make it out this bitch from rapping. I represent my city and my section and the struggle. I represent the real niggas who only option hustle. If you ain't know my nigga, I represent the nap. I represent them street niggas who get it out the trap. I represent my city and my section and the struggle. I represent them real niggas who only option hustle. If you ain't know my nigga, I represent the nap. I represent the street niggas who get it out the trap.
Man, we about to get right to that. Yeah, we about to get right to that. What's poppin', Wookie? How y'all doing, man? I just want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate every one of y'all. Shout out to motherfucking dog.
More because I'm working every day very hard and I never had money.
Force.
What are you really doing nowadays for a buck, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway, but if I worship the devil, I could die soon and probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying.
Everything is expensive, motherfucker. So I don't know a la chingada porque I never have money in my wallet, a la verga, so I don't know. I do. Everything is expensive, motherfucker. So I don't know I don't know a la chingada.
Niggas wanna try. Niggas.
Y'all, what's good, y'all? How y'all been, man? I hope y'all been baked. You see, Jack, you keep saying, oh, am I getting younger? Am I getting younger? No, you just getting more addicted and looking more. I haven't spoke to nobody, okay? When this was dropped on me, I ain't spoke to nobody, y'all, but y'all. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. How the fuck are y'all doing, man? Y'all are with me.
I ain't trap house slipping cut a block high. If you get caught slipping in the spot, so I keep it on my side when I ride through the city with a big old 4-5. I know niggas want me dead and the feds won't book me. Know a couple strippers won't give me that pussy, but I ain't got time, bitch. I'm on my grind. Might get back at you when I get done hustling. Re-up, bustin' out, cook it up, wet. Yeah, re-up, bustin' out from the wrong person. Nigga might bust your head. Yeah, move speed limit down the bumpy road. It's cold, my heart numb and my pocket telling me that all these nigga hoes. So I apply pressure, for sure. It's hard to believe in God when you around devil. Fuck, everybody devil. Come from a block where you would die about $1.
From a block, man, where you will die about $1. Where the riders ride and the players play. And if you ain't tripping, you get your ass away. Fire, y'all. Yeah, man. So we was at work today and we just kept on blazing because our managers decided not to come in. Like it was 4:20 for them at home, huh? Okay. Yeah. Happy 420, y'all. Happy fucking 420. Let me see who's in this motherfucker. I just seen YouTube. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Dog motherfucking soldier in this thing. Salute to you guys, man. Justice in this building. I know he's got his stress. That's weed, just medicated whoopie. And just a little old me up there. Let me tell you something, Jack. You don't stand a chance in this one either, sir. Get that good? Okay. Damn. I bet you I could just show you guys just a little bit of what I was reading, and you guys would know who I was talking about. Just the reading of it you would be like, oh, that sounds like oh boy. Yeah, that boy. I'm dead serious, man. I think someone's made me stumble upon something. Jack, don't let me find out, bro. It's pretty serious. But I'm going to keep it quiet, man, because I don't know if that person, I don't even know this person. I don't know who it is, but it seemed really blown out, right? Like, no way, Jack. No way Jack's behind this. But then as you read through the fucking the script, it's like, bro, you really do project so much. I think this is you. And the name is the exact same. It's just in a different state. And I do believe it's in a state called Massachusetts. You know what I'm talking about, Jack? That's where your baby mama's supposed to be from, right? Hey, man. Hey. Look, Jack may be dangerous. Yeah, right. Ain't nobody ever been scared of no motherfucking Jack Frost, y'all. Look, I could do this for y'all. And you could do this in your own time. And check this out, too. I'm going to drop one more on you. COAD. I've been busy, y'all. I don't have to come on here and be like, hey, guys, look, I was at this concert the other night. They wanted me to film it, guys. Yeah, they wanted me to film it, guys. Can you believe that? Yep, they did. I can't believe it. The fuck? Y'all really are some goofies, man. Y'all really are some goofies. So I just did a little bit of video with my phone, right? Just so I can show y'all. I really be with these fools, bro. Like, I ain't got no time to cap, bro. You get on there and do it like you're supposed to gain something, Frost. You ain't supposed to gain nothing, man. I thought you was your dudes. You know that I be thugging. I'm forever thugging. My whole area is corrupted. That shit's clowning, y'all. And I hope y'all seen the new intros we're gonna start dropping. I stepped my game up and decided to do something else with the intros. Here you go.
Yo, Fat Mac E and Key, MTG, Lil Mac, Lil Pee Wee,
We the motherfucking mob.
we represent that Naptown shit, nigga. We represent the struggle.
Yeah.
We represent that real shit. We real niggas from the streets, nigga. This shit real for us, nigga. We rap about our real life, nigga. Ain't no plaything when we live at, nigga. Indianapolis, Indiana. You a Naptown nigga, stand up. I represent the hustle, G. I represent the struggle. I represent the hard
I ain't
times.
never had nothing sweet but a mouthpiece that's gonna get a nigga cash and get the clothes off the freak. Since I was told about the streets, I always been a beast and I always kept a heat and let it go when it's beat. Never told on my piece, that's the code of the streets. Stand on all 10 toes and don't fall off your feet. Gotta ball real hard till we ball out of bounds. And when the feds put indictments out, we move out of town. And my city it go down, especially when you in the ghetto. So you
Let's not leave crack out, y'all. There you go. I hope y'all ready to get you was doing so bad on here. Guess what? You ain't even coming on here no more. He's just like, fuck, man. It's all bad for me. Yeah, it's all bad for you. I didn't do that, dude. You did it. Maybe you shouldn't have lied so much. Maybe you shouldn't have lied so much, bro. It's only your fault, right? And let's hope to God that I can't bring this to my folks here. Because you know I am. It was, 1990. You do call people evil a lot. You do call people Satanists a lot. You do tell people that they're evil. Jack Frost, the thing I'm speaking of was Massachusetts, Commonwealth. It's the Commonwealth there. Sean Seabrooks. Does 1997, does that touch your brain? You guys ever wonder why he wasn't really tripping off what I exposed on him? Yeah, he didn't want me to find that big one. He didn't want me to find that big one, yo. And you know what? You would end up in a fucking mental health institution after that. You would. Absolutely. They'd send you there. Yeah. You know what they even said in this write-up too? When the people, his father seen him, oh yeah, bro. This is ugly. This is ugly, bro. His father sees him and that his eyes looked weird. Kind of like that fight. Kind of like a lot of times when we catch you in your worst moments and your eyes look real weird and bugged out. What did it say? Let's find out exactly what it said. Because I'm so close to asking y'all if y'all believe this shit. I'm so fucking close. I'm dead serious, man. I was sitting here reading this like, OMG. 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 Like, you ever wonder why he doesn't talk about his baby mother? I can't stand both my baby mamas, but y'all hear me talk about them because they're part of my life. I mean, they're part of the story I'm telling you. He leaves them completely out. Yeah, you leave him out for a reason, don't you, Frost? Bro. Look, I'm going to do it like this. Wow. Wow. Just wow, y'all. It did blew my, and I just started reading when before I got on here. I was like, oh, do I even say anything, dude? Like, Sean C. Brooks was by reason of deliberate. There's a reason why he can't see his kid, ain't there? Boston? Cuddy. That's where his people live, right? That's where his baby mama and them was supposed to live, right? So he might have had some things reversed and remanded. Wow, bro. Look, I almost think that this is dead serious and that what oh, fuck, man. Let's just put it this way. You like knives, don't you? This ain't no fucking fire, I'll tell you that much. Dude. You think so? Okay. It makes more sense because I know Scooter is from up there around there. He said that his baby mama lived up there or something. And I think it's a little bit crazier than that. Listen, at the same time, the defendant's father notified that the defendant could have seriously hurt his friend. The responding saw the defendant walking along the street. He kept walking and talking to himself. Dude, I almost want to read you this whole thing and make you guys think. I'm dead serious. Y'all want to hear it? I got it all right here. It's over. We're gone. Let's see what one spot was. Let me hear 2 or 3 of my solid ass motherfuckers over here. We're going to get to this. This is insanity, bro. Wow. The defendant's eyes were real sharp and bright, like he was out of it. Read it as you smoke. Hey, everybody. Thank you, Cuddy. I thought there might be some people. That's why I just went ahead and said it, man, because I've read the whole thing. And I would love to know, man. Let's see how old he is. I'm not even going to say he did it because, I wouldn't want to put that on somebody, but I'm shaking. Everybody roll your shit up if you're going to smoke. I'm going to wait 2 minutes and we're going to get to this. Yeah, we're going to get to this, dog. Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. You are fucking amazing. And I'm going to show y'all. Look, I'm surprised, really, because there really be some decent trolls out here. I'm not going to show the name because y'all be trying to go over and find a motherfucker and shit. Willie. But look, literally just made it to drop it off, right? If it wasn't serious, why wouldn't you just make that just to drop it off at me? If you just wanted to make this, why? You got 0 followers. You ain't even following me no more. I mean, I'm not crazy and I'm not stupid. I hope not. But a troll usually is there to work his way in, get a rise from you. This was drop dead on me. And this person had good photos of him too, man. Like, man, look. You good, bro. You straight. Yeah, that's a dog soldier, man. My man was bit. If you didn't see, he's got some doggies. And they got a hold of him. I was fucking dead serious. I thought it was more serious, bro. I was like, come on, man. You're a good dude. Don't lose your hand. Man needs his hand. I thought I was going to fucking cry, bro. I was like, what the fuck? All this crazy ass shit coming to people, man. He's like, I'm going to be just fine. I go do this all the time. Homie was picked up in the hospital. You know, when you told me that your crew was like, just chill out, dog. That's what's up, bro. We need to start highlighting that. Because you're the boss. Like, you're running the crew, right, out there. Usually the man that runs the heavy equipment is the boss. So they honor you as a boss. Yeah. That's the same way, my dude. I'm thinking about going right back to insulating, bro. I'm already thinking about it. Why not, you know? I know I won't be home till late every day, but my dude said, hey, my homeboy that I brung into this, that I left, and he was started to run a crew, said that he would stop running the crew if I come back. That's fucking cool as fuck, bro. He knows they're gonna hire me back anyway. I was just talking to my boss at this new job I have, and he's leaving and shit. Like when he has enough people there, he'll leave all fucking day long. He'll be gone, bro. He'll use little scammy shit to get out of working and everything. And I'm gonna tell you what, man, I've worked at a lot of jobs, and those guys usually don't last too much long, man. Because once you lose the morale of your people, it's fucking over as a fucking boss. It's over. Especially when those people start going to that man's boss. He said to me, he's like, man, I know I'm fucking up, man, you know? Because the thing was, man, some chick was like, I don't feel good. I don't think I can come in. He goes, if you don't come in, I'm firing you. We were like, what? Dude, you ain't been in here in 10 days. I was kind of shitty. He said, well, you can go home at 12:30 when I come in there. He come open the whole building up, bro, and went out to his car and slept till 12:30 and made her work till 12:30. And then when he came in, she left. I said, do that to me, bro. Do that to me. Do that to me. Smack fire out your ass. And he was saying this today. He was like, I know I've been missing days and shit because I kind of got in there with it. I was like, I don't like this talking behind backs and shit. It gets horrible at a workplace. So he was like, I kind of got him to open up a little bit. He don't even know me, dude. He's not even the one that got hired me. He was like, I'm messing up. I said, bro, the problem is you're messing up and getting away with it. Some of these people around here want to get away with some things too. But it can't just be you getting away with them, you know? It's okay for you to know that these people are getting away with stuff as long as your boss don't know. Where are these people from? Most of the time, all you got to be is just a good person and don't expect someone to do something that you would not do as a boss. I don't even care if my boss knows how to do my job or not, as long as he would do it if he asked me to. It's all boils down to, man. You need your people to respect you, but you also need your people on your side because they'll rebel. They're already rebelling. I can tell now. They're already on his fucking head. Every time he ain't there, it's all you hear. I'm like, man, I hate places like this. I think I'm going to go back to the construction industry. I just don't care for him, bro. All I know where that's going to lead me to is either fired or in a fight with my manager. I worked at a place called Indie Hanger where we made wire hangers, and that was it, just wire hangers. Dude, I got in a fight with my managers 4 times there and got hired back on and on and on. Yeah, I think we'll go back, man, because if I'm working full time for these guys now, why not just go back to making more money? Oh, it's gonna bust my fucking ass when I go back in there though. I gotta have a hernia surgery though, guys. I don't. I've had quite a few things bust me overhead. I had another friend die. It's just been stressful, man. But my mom's doing well, and I'm doing all right, except for this little hernia gig. Happy 420, y'all. Next stars, I promise I will get your video done. But I keep fucking up and sending you everything when I get done happy with it. I'm like, check this out, bro. Oh, man, I'm horrible, bro. I get so bored sometimes. I was like, what do I think I could charge for these? Not much. I know what some people are charging, but there's no way I could do that to somebody. No fucking way. Jack, I'm going to give my people just a few more minutes, and we're going to do a rundown of what was given to me. It's a long, long thing, so I'm not going to read it all, but you'll soon see or hear that a lot of things just line up with what we've talked about and what we've been going on in his own life. I think he's Jack might be a fucking murderer, y'all. That's fucking crazy. It don't blow my mind though. I think the people that were told about Jack were told lies about him to try to help Jack. Yep. I think we've been bamboozled, but not on purpose, right? I think what Zeke was told was probably not even the truth. Because it never goes to what happens to him. It sounds a lot like he wins in appeals and shit. It does. And that's what he keeps doing too, is arguing his trial shit. Arguing. Does that not sound like Jack? It does, y'all. I was like, hold the fuck on. I was like, oh man. It's I hope not, Jack. I hope not, bro. I hope you're not that bad. Because if you're that bad, you do need to get the fuck up out of here. You do need to get on down the road, sir. I had a good buddy of mine get murdered the other night. It was a black guy, Willie. No, stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, it wasn't by anybody that he knew or anything. But he got into it with somebody he didn't know. And they followed him home, dude. They think it was somebody that stayed on him for a couple of days. He's a big dude, man. So I wouldn't want to fight him, you know what I mean? What happens if people can't fight? They get all in their fucking feelings. Yeah, he's been lifting weights since like 20. He's probably younger than that because he was in fucking sports and all that shit. Took his fucking life, bro. He's got a 17-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid, a 14-year-old kid, and a 12-year-old kid. Worked every day, took care of himself. He ain't paying Star shit. Star paying him, bro. Star really ain't jacking him, though, I don't think. Thank you, dog. That was what was bothering me last night, y'all. Because it kind of got confirmed while I was on the phone. Because I was like, ain't nobody kill this big old motherfucker, man. And he's got a pretty good name for himself. He don't start no trouble or nothing, but he ain't gonna take no shit either. And I guess he got into it at a bar or somebody, bro, because he likes to go out and drink still, dude. He's 40-something. He's my age. I'm like, bro, stay home, man. He's always with different women. I'm like, I guess that's his thing, though, you know? I'm not there to tell you how to be. I'm there to be with you. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. That's 2 this year I lost. I was just talking about the other one the other day. Decided to take his own fucking life. Went out like a chump, bro. I better not run into him in the afterlife. He gonna get the same. He gonna get the same smoke he was getting in real life. What's wrong with these fools, man? Don't want to live out the rest of their lives, dude. I was taking a shit after I heard all this shit, bro. I was like, man, I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, why don't people want to live? But then I thought about, Jack, you do such horrible things on this planet, man. Maybe your conscience gets a hold of you. It's unreal. Now, did y'all see who sent it to me? This shit? They don't have a follower, and they're not even following me anymore. They just literally made an Instagram to dump that paperwork on me. Wow. I couldn't even tell you where this come from, dude. Although, as I did those background checks on Jack Frost that one time, here's the deal. I kept running across this, and I thought it was a cop, y'all. Y'all may have heard me say this. I thought that was a cop fighting up there in Massachusetts over this shit. But I gave, well, I got to go and get all the website now because y'all want it all, I'm sure. Well, okay. Let's do this shit. Dude. Now, listen to Jack. Jack comes off like Mr. fucking know-it-all in these courtrooms, don't he? Imagine if Jack actually won a good old trial or so. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Commonwealth versus Sean Seabrooks. You know what I didn't do on this? Check the name of his pops. Oh, they never even say it. Oh, if y'all hear me say anything of the name of a father, let me know because I know his pop's name. If I say the wrong one, pop it out, y'all. Y'all know I don't give a damn. I'm just bringing you guys this and saying, what do you guys think? It was handed to me from a troll that we don't have a clue who it is. And if that was some good work and didn't want to be known, that's how it would go down. All right. Before Wilkins, CJ Law, that's the judge, Abrams, Lynch, O'Connor, Gene, Fried, and Marshall. All these fucking people, and for defendant Judith Eaton, Peters, Assistant District Attorney for the Commonwealth. After trial by jury, the defendant Sean Seabrooks was convicted of murder in the first degree by reason of deliberate premeditation and extreme atrocity or cruelty for the killing of his former female companion and their child. Jack, you stepped out there challenging me with this law shit. You stepped out there, bro. After the trial by jury, the defendant Sean Seabrooks was convicted of murder in the first degree by all this, right? On appeal, this is just a site that's speaking about the case. On appeal, the defendant argues that he was deprived of his right to present a full and fair defense by the judge's improper exclusion of evidence. Boy, it just already sounds like Jack. The defendant argues, not his lawyer, not his attorney, no one around. Salute James asked me, see what I got, man. I got Cuddy in here, Nestars in this bitch, man. We come in hot and heavy, boy. And dog soldier in this motherfucker. Ill love. We got 19 people in the building. Hit that motherfucking like button. Jack, hi. I know you really over here watching now. The defendant argues that the excluded evidence was relevant and admissible to rebut hearsay evidence introduced by the Commonwealth. I think when you're in a Commonwealth and a state, it's a little differently ran. It is absolutely, actually. Like, he's not going up against the state of New York or the state of whatever. You know what I mean? We agree. Did Jack really murder someone, dude, and their kid? I mean, everything has been said about that thing all the way up, but no one knows. But now we're presented with an actual court case. It all sounds just like the night Z was telling me about his dad getting a yeah. You'll see. He's even. They say we agree. We reverse and remand for a new trial. Okay. Because there must be a retrial, we comment briefly on the defendant's claim that the judge should have instructed the jurors on voluntary manslaughter and insanity. Is there a reason why you need to be on medicine, Jack? Yeah, he was quite young when this happened. We summarized the evidence as follows. So this is someone else speaking, and they do say that they do change some names to keep people safe. We summarize the evidence as follows. On the evening of January 11th, 1994, a co-worker of the defendant notified the Northampton police that the defendant had telephoned to report that he would not be into work the following day. I'm not going to be into work tomorrow. I just murdered this chick, bro. I just murdered this bitch. See, I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't think Jack is even. I mean, he could have been younger. The defendant told the coworker that he had just killed his friend and their infant child. Wow. The defendant started crying and said that he had really fucked up. Your work? He said, I don't know if I have enough trees for this. I'll send you some down, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm going to stop it because I'm not going to read everything. It says, police officers went into the lady's house, apartment, and found the two victims on the bedroom floor. The hilt of a knife was protruding from the woman's cheekbone. Forensics examination revealed that she had been stabbed more than 50 times. 42 stab wounds on her shoulders, arms, and hands indicated that she vigorously attempted to defend herself. I hope this wasn't your kid, bro. Kid was lying next to his mother. He had been stabbed 11 or 12 times. At approximately the same time, the defendant's fathers notified Springfield police officers that the defendant may have seriously hurt his girlfriend. We've heard about phone calls to the police, right? Was her 42 stab wounds on her shoulders, arms, and hands. And it was 50 times stabbed total. 52 times. 42 on her body, bro. Like, he's going for a heart, probably. The kid 12, dude. Where are you able to find somewhere to stab a kid 12 fucking times? At approximately the same time, the defendant's father notified the police officer that the defendant may have seriously hurt his friend. Her and her child. And their child. The responding officer saw the defendant walking along the street. She's just walking down the street. The respondent officer saw the defendant walking down the street. The officers called to the defendant. He changed direction, but kept walking and talking to himself. He was repeating statements such as, it's over. They were gone. There was nobody gone. It was too late. And he mentioned a knife. For their safety, his officers asked the defendant the location of the knife. The defendant replied that the knife was in her head. Fuck, dude. I could just see Jack going, it's in her head, man. And nothing flexing on him. And nothing fucking flexing on him. Everybody in Massachusetts will sure know about this. He went to an apartment that evening to play with his child and to give some money for child support. The defendant said that the woman accused him of being intoxicated. They began arguing and she told him to leave. Come see your kid drunk? Sounds like Jack. Morton told the defendant that he would never see his child again. She tried to call the police. The defendant said that he just couldn't take it anymore and he grabbed her phone and pulled it off the wall. He said he freaked out, lost control, and grabbed a knife from the dishwasher. I don't even know how you can go that far on a woman, bro. How do you get to go into a fucking dishwasher for? How do you even get to that? Let's get to that. How do you even get to that? Anybody. I don't even care about Jack. Anybody. Oh, man. Here, it gets even worse. While waving the knife at her, he accidentally cut the child. So he tried to, the defendant apologized to her, but she was screaming at him. The defendant admitted that he ran after the victims into the bedroom and stabbed them. He said that he stabbed the girl only 3 or 4 times and the child once. Bro, you went haywire. The defendant told police that after the killings, he attempted to commit suicide, but just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it, huh? So this is just a... He brought several electrical appliances into the bathroom and plugged them into the outlet, but none of the cords would reach into the bathtub, he said. That... You still fucking bullshitting on your fucking suicides then, weren't you? He arranged to meet his cousin, and he explained what he had done. His cousin was a woman, and defendant gathered with other friends and family members. They don't ever say, bro. They don't ever say. Several officers testified that during that evening, the defendant did not appear to be under any influence of alcohol or drugs. 2 officers did detect a faint odor of alcohol on his breath. After inquiry, the defendant explained that he had 2 shots. I'm fucking done. Why is everything 2 with you, bro? Why is everything 2 with you, man? I don't get drunk. I don't even smoke pot. Literally just said I smoked some pot. Stupid. Hey, it's a whole holiday now, Jack. Why are you running from that? Why you hold it in your head to not let people know you smoke pot? Let me know that. You're hiding something deeper. And I think we're starting to realize what that is. Damn. He would still be able to be on here. I thought about that. I was like, man, can that motherfucker even be on YouTube? Yeah, he ain't touching no kid. That's crazy. You could stab one through the face, but okay. After inquiry, the defendant explained he had 2 shots earlier in the evening. Earlier in the evening, huh? But said that he was not under the influence of alcohol or drugs. The defendant agreed to let the police search his car. They found an extension cord in the front seat. The father described the defendant's behavior after the killings as follows. Listen to this. The defendant told his father that he had messed up, but he would not give complete answer to his father ensuing questions. The defendant was working his hands up and down. You don't rub that couch, do you, Jack? Yeah, and he didn't make any sense about himself. He just wasn't himself. Looked very incoherent, nervous, like he had no control over himself. The defendant's eyes were real sharp and bright, like he was out of it. Kind of like when you're on the ground, where he should have probably left you. The father also said that he did not detect any alcohol in the defendant or any sense of intoxication. Okay, now we're going to go to A, right? This is because this ain't the full report. I'm going to find it, though. Jack. Excluded evidence. The Commonwealth introduced evidence from a friend of the victim She saw bruises on her. The witnesses said that she told her that the defendant inflicted those injuries. Yeah, you would have to be a woman beater to just then go stabbing them. You would have then have to first to hit her first, right? There's steps to get into stab somebody. Just ask me. He was a woman beater too. She saw several bruises. Yep. The witness said that the girl told her that the defendant inflicted those injuries. She drove to the police station so that she could take out a criminal complaint against the defendant prior to the statement being admitted. Defense counsel objected for the reason the statement was hearsay. So they couldn't bring up that she was hit in the past. Because that's hearsay. Yeah, because she can't speak on it now, can she, Jack? Boy, you really used her. Damn, even after she was dead, you used her. Defense counsel also informed the judge that he had evidence that Morton's statement to this witness and to the police was false. And that she later retracted that hearsay statement under oath at the trial on the criminal charges. They all do, bro. They all get up there and say, he didn't hit me. And they all go right back to him. That's why they're getting so harsh on these fucking domestic violence laws, man. Here in Indianapolis, you get arrested for hitting your woman. Or if she gets arrested for hitting you, you ain't getting out of jail so easy. And then CPS, DFC, whatever you call it, wherever you're at, all up in your business, then got your kids. If you're with someone and it becomes violent, they do not love you. Make it clear out of there. Bounce. If anyone is able to ball their fist up and hit you like that, they do not love you. They just do not. They don't. I've been with a lot of women in my time, man, but I've never, ever thought about beating the hell out of one. Ever. That's not love, pimp. Anything with violence is not love. You don't beat on somebody because you love them. You beat on them because you don't like them. Hence why I ain't seen a fucking woman with this dude. Mr. Taylor's pops. This dude's probably been under care for a long time, yo. If he beat this, defense counsel also informed the judge that he had evidence that Morton Stevens, blah, blah, blah. I think what he may have done was bamboozled the fucking little small town. The defendant would call a witness who heard that girl retract that statement during the criminal trial and while under oath. What was Jack saying about this trial when he was at Taxstone? Putting in little things like that. The judge overruled the defendant's objections and allowed the Commonwealth to introduce the victim's statement. Not to prove its truth, but to show the relationship between the parties and their state of mind in violence. This dude, man, he's got away with words. As promised, during the defendant's direct case, the defendant offered testimony from his former defense counsel on earlier criminal charges. The defendant made an offer of proof that in private conversation with prior defense counsel and then later under oath at trial, the witness heard her recant her previous statement that the defendant was the source of her injuries. They all do this, man. They all do this. The Commonwealth objected on the ground that Prof testimony of the private conversation with prior defense counsel and his resuscitation as to the victim's testimony, unadulterated hearsay. So, improperly was permitted to introduce the victim's hearsay statement as to the source of her injuries. It was error not to let the defendant present evidence of the recantation. Oh, it's looking very much like it. I think it is. The judge admitted the victim's statement for the limited purpose of showing the hostile relationship and the state of mind of the victim and other defendant. An extrajudicial statement of a declarant is not ordinarily admissible if it is a statement of memory or belief to prove the fact to remember or believed of. And they go through, bro, And they do all these fucking court cases, bro, where it's worked. What did he speak about doing? This is why Jack thinks that he's so fucking grand. Murder victim statements that the defendant on another trial had beaten her and engaged in other misconduct held hearsay and inadmissible. So they found him guilty on it. Why is there a record of him being in prison? And he said he's never been to prison. And it's only past events. So they can't bring her back. She's dead. The victim's statement at issue did not fall within the state of mind exception to the hearsay rule. So it all fell under law for the judge to say, it's going into trial because there's violence. I bet it was a fucking crazy trial. The state of mind exception to the hearsay rule calls for admission of evidence of a murder victim's state of mind. There's so much you got to deal with in court, bro. And here's why I don't think it's him, maybe. I don't think Jack is this smart. Going through here and read all this and actually break it down what it really is, I don't think so. I'm a very good judge of character, bro, and I don't know if you know all your shit like that. Your attorney could have done it because he's ordered to know it. There's so much shit with this dude. It's insane. What's popping, boss lady? I hope you're smoking, chickie. Yeah, there's some fuckery shit with him, bro. Crazy, bro. You can look it up yourself, too. It's, yeah, just hit me up. I'll give you all of it. Hey, so hold up on the phone. What the fuck I missed? Sean may be a fucking murderer, Ned Stars. I'm not bullshitting. This is a whole nother one. The indictment's found, so it's bringing up. Let me see. It's still the Commonwealth. So he's saying that the judge didn't tell the jurors that it could be voluntary manslaughter or insanity. And that's how he got a fucking mistrial? Yeah, he was. Let me see something. I might have to answer something right here. Or it could say it ain't. Why would somebody with no followers, no likes, no subscribe, no one they're following, just say, here you go? It's wild. And it's in Massachusetts. Isn't that where his people are? His kid and. Dude, it's too weird, man. It's just way too weird for me right now. I got to read more. It's definitely way too weird. Because I don't like what the fuck I'm hearing him say. That's wild, bro. It is. Jack, I hope this isn't true, man. And you know I'm going to do my fucking due diligence. I'm going to. I got no choice now. Because, that's crazy. Your pops got a lot of shit too, man. Old Willie. Didn't I knew that, huh, Frosty? I mean, if you look up things, it just jumps out at you. That's a fact. It just hangs out. Where's that one at? I don't even want to stop right there. I want to keep going. I want you guys to hear some more things. Wow. Hey, this motherfucker may be a murderer, homie. I still ain't scared of you, bitch ass. Bring your bitch ass up here. Let me fight your bitch ass. If you killed a woman, I definitely want some. I definitely want some. That's a fact. Oh wow, dude. Page 509. Dude, they go all through. We summarized the evidence final in January. Co-worker defendant notified the Hamilton police that the defendant had telephoned to report that he would not be into work. I can't come in. I fucked up, y'all. And imagine his dad being Willie. It says right here. Here it is. As promised during the defendant's direct case, the defendant offered testimony from his former defense counsel on the earlier criminal charges where she had said he hit her. So that was unadulterated hearsay. The judge admitted the victim's statement for the limited purposes of showing all that shit. And then it says, blah, 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 court denied. They denied it. So there was even an actual case law of them denying it. Murder victim statements that defendant had beaten her and engaged in other misconduct held hearsay and inadmissible. Inadmissible. Okay, here we go. So they go through, this is where they got me lost at, because they go through so many of these case laws where it says the Commonwealth misconstrues our case laws, generally allowing the admission of hearsay statements of past violence or misconduct for the purpose of showing they're just hostile relationships. So we really don't know if these people have been beaten. But why does that stop you from telling the police you had a knife in that little kid's fucking face? We know you did it. Man. The police pull up, you say, yeah, the knife's up there in his face. What is even more important, it spoke to past act, and more than that, to an act by someone not the speaker. Other tendency, if it had any, was a filament. It's this thing about jury, dude. We next consider whether the improper admission and improper exclusion of evidence weakened the defendant's case in some significant way. So he might have said, I got weaker, or stupid, bro. He played him. The defendant caused her injury on a prior occasion, but they did not hear that victim later say that the allegation was not true. So if you kill the bitch, you might as well kill the bitch. God damn, Jack. No, don't do that. In addition, the jurors heard hearsay evidence of the victim's fear of the defendant and of his attempts to control the victim in the past. And that wouldn't be you, right, Jack? This was not a case where there was considerable properly admitted evidence bearing on the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Therefore, a new trial is required. Let's say voluntary manslaughter. The defendant claims that the excluded testimony supported his claim of provocation. The defendant asserts that on a prior occasion, the victim falsely accused the defendant of violence so as to punish or hassle him. The defendant said that just before the killings. The defendant said that just before the killings, he and her had argued. She said that he would never see his child again, and she attempted to call the police. The defendant contends that the excluded evidence of the prior false accusation and her threat to the telephone police constituted adequate provocation. Like, you were provoked. That sounds like Jack. I didn't do it. I was provoked to kill this bitch and her kid. Provocation would warrant the jury in concluding that the defendant killed the victims in the heat of passion. Therefore, the defendant contends that the juror should have been permitted to consider whether voluntary manslaughter was the appropriate culpability or insanity. Why would you want someone to believe you're fucking insane, Frost? It said that the evidence is adequate provocation for a manslaughter instruction. Get the fuck, where's our laws going, bro? Okay, here we go. This is in a whole nother place. It says, C. Callahan Super, where the argument with the victim's intention to throw him out of their apartment held insufficient provocation to warrant manslaughter charge. Even if her attempt to call the police were unjustified, It was not the type of behavior that would provoke a reasonable person into homicide response. The facts do not warrant a charge on voluntary manslaughter. Insanity instruction. The defendant contends that the judge's refusal to instruct the jury on insanity constituted reversible error. This sounds like Jack. Come on, Judge, you didn't tell him about it. You didn't tell him I could have been insane. Just get me up out of there. I didn't want to be homeless. An insanity defense may be raised properly by the admission of any evidence which, if believed, might create a reasonable doubt concerning his responsibility at the time. Remember during that taxstone, he kept saying that over and over again. Over and over again. It's about what you're doing to do it. It's about the setup of it. It's about why you walked in there with a fucking gun. Now listen to this. In 1977, lack of criminal responsibility requires the existence of a mental disease or defect, which causes this. This is pulled up from a 1977 case, not Jack. Requires the existence of a mental disease or defect which causes the defendant to lack the substantial capacity either to appreciate the wrongfulness of his or her acts or to conform his or her conduct to the requirements of the law. I think Jack's behind this, bro. The defendant argues that the insanity was raised by the following evidence: the nature of the crime itself, his alleged suicide attempt, and his erratic behavior after the killings. Look how I acted afterwards. Look how I did before words. And the instruction is requested. The refusal of that request is reversible error. They got him up out of there. The defendant argues that the insanity was raised by following evidence, right? His erratic behavior. The defendant also argues that his statements to the police that he freaked out and lost control and his underestimation of the number of stab wounds inflicted supports the interfere that the argument with her was a triggering event. Yeah, he's free. Between sanity and insanity, the defendant also asserts that from excluded evidence, the jury could infer those as baseless threats. Baseless threats. What you keep saying over there, Jack? You might want to get out from behind you thinking you're doing some court cases, bro. We do not agree with the defendant's assertions. And that's the court agreement right there. Temporary period of she triggered a temporary period of insanity. None of these facts taken alone or in combination with each other is sufficient to implicate a lack of criminal responsibility to the crimes. Yeah, he weighed in that the crimes were heinous would not alone support a conclusion that they were insane. He tried to say that they were heinous, so it's got to be insane. He quoted a lot of different cases in this. And what did he say in this? You always go after other cases. You guys know what they're called. The cases. That's how you win court cases. Although expert testimony is not required to raise the state of issue of sanity, yeah, it keeps going to this shit. It's called freaked out, and lost control is required. You need more than that, they said. The defendant was an habitual drug user with very marginal intelligence. Look, man. I don't know. I don't think it can either. It's pretty close to where, like, his lane, but you must think what I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck? I kind of got my but you do have to wonder, like, why don't he speak about his kid? Why? I mean, like, and then you're still showing anger to the woman. You're like, you're supposed to talk to women about not seeing this baby. If the suspect looks like a werewolf, we'll keep reading in. I don't think I read a whole lot further than this because I was going to get online. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna keep reading it until I find out. It's just so crazy, bro. Moreover, promptly after the crimes, the defendant told several people that he had killed the victims, that he understood the wrongfulness of his actions, and is manifested by his statement that he apologized to the woman before cutting the child. And his statements to others that he had fucked up and messed up at the police station. The defendant was calm, lucid, and responsive, although he did cry. He fully appeared to understand the offers, and the police had no difficulty understanding him. The defendant gave a complete, detailed account of the evening's answers, questions directly and with detail, and made corrections when statements was read back to him. Come on, man. You're correcting these people? Jack. Does it not sound like the mind of him? Oh, no. You don't got that murder right. You need to fix that. Oh, I bet they had their heyday with him in that interrogation room if that's him, boy. Oh, wow. They said that 6'3" defendant's mind went blank and he had no memory of stabbing the victim. The defendant heard a click and did not restab the victim. He heard a click and did not remember? Oh, man. He said the defendant only remembered walking on the driveway, felt like he was floating and hallucinating, and had no memory of his conduct after entering the premises. Wow, that was another person. So it says the judgments were reversed. And the case remained in superior court, so ordered. The responding police officer, wow. Note 2, he also objected because the statement was too remote in time to be admissible. What the fuck? Remote in time? Jesus Christ. It says, however, a co-worker did testify hours before those killings. The chick said that she and her defendant were fighting over child support. She did not want that person to see the child until she got some child support. That statement was admissible under the state of mind exception. The evidence indicates that the victim communicated to the defendant an intention of requiring child support in order for him to see the child. We just saw Jack say this. Wow. Damn, see what I mean, man? You keep reading and it's like, okay. It says, of course, the testimony of a witness who has observed the defendant's prior bad acts towards a murder victim is not hearsay. That's what they kept saying in his trial, but they ended up being admissible as different shit. He said, her friend did testify that on a prior occasion, he observed the defendant threaten to strike her with a lamp. What? His testimony was admissible as evidence of the hostile relationship between the parties and could be answered. So the jury commented briefly on another testimony admitted to show the relationship's parties. Coworker testified, blah, 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 blah. Here's his. Another coworker testified that the victim had mentioned that she was afraid of her for herself and the child, and she was scared that something may happen. He may cause trouble or do something of harm. A murder victim's expression of fear for defendant are not relevant to the probable cause of the defendant's motive to kill her. What? Dude, that's just how far it goes, bro. I mean, that's why I don't know if he really beat. If he did beat something like this, it's because he was able to do what he does. Lie. Wither, you know? This guy is definitely not a good person. He took her automobile keys and would not let her go out. Again, this statement of past memory relief was hearsay. Yeah, he got off. It said, although the defendant claimed that Morton accused him of being intoxicated, he told the police he had 2 shots. What's Jack always have? 2 of everything. I only drink 2. About 2, I'm done. And was not intoxicated. Several police officers and the defendant's father all said the defendant didn't appear to be intoxicated. while there was evidence of the consumption of alcohol. There was no evidence of debilitating intoxication that would have hindered the defendant from comprehending he was stabbing him. So, although there was some evidence that the defendants had been drinking and had shared a marijuana cigarette, there was no evidence that they were so intoxicated that they lost the awareness of their actions. It says there was no error in not instructing on mental impairment based on voluntary intoxication. So, see what I mean with these murder trials, dude? You could get drunk and you could say, I just got a little mental. I don't even know what I did. Fuck that shit, bro. If you did this, Jack, you know you're being haunted. Maybe that's why you tripping, bro. That's why. Did you guys notice how when we exposed him for what we did, it didn't seem like much to him? It looked like we didn't win much. It looked like he thought we were about to get something good. Remember that? Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember it quite clearly. It's kind of odd, bro. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's that smart. I honestly don't think so. I'm just going to be serious. I don't think he's, because I've seen so many holes in what he says now. I don't think he's incompetent enough to do that, because the way they're talking is that this guy was doing, like, fighting his case, which that's what happens when you can't get no money. Dude, when I fought my fucking burglary case, dude, my fucking cell was paperwork from wall to ceiling everywhere. He said the gas can episode was completely downplayed. See? I don't think it was downplayed by. Yeah, right? You're right. See, Zeke heard that Pops did call the police and say, hey, I think my son did something bad. Right? I mean, some of these things line up. Dead on. Scooter says baby mama lived in that state. I just don't know, man. Why were you arrested by New York State Department of Corrections? I need to understand that. If you have never even been to prison, Jack, the Department of Corrections does not pick no one up if they've never been to prison. I'm sorry. You qualify for disability? Maybe that thing on his hand wasn't a burn. It wasn't a burn. See, I heard that Jack's dad tried to help him a lot. A lot. And, it could be the family that helped him, kind of suppress this a little bit once he got online, because they stand to be ran down on this shit too. Like, what you would want to? Yeah, I'm cool. I want nothing to do with anyone murdering people, especially a child. That hurts my fucking heart. We all tried to help him. Yeah, we still do. That's the sad shit. It's like I am not ever blown away anymore. I'm just not. It's just none of this is blowing me by my mind. What it is doing is aligning, bro. It's just aligning. And I do know that I got simple logic in my brain, Jack. I mean, right now, I don't think that's you. I'm going to say that because I want to have the right truth in it. So I'm not jumping out there. I'm sorry. Maybe that was given to me so I would jump out there. Remember that? Oh, yeah. Not me, bro. I'm not jumping. No way. Not today, I'm not. But let me keep on digging, sir. And I know how to dig, Frost. I'll spend a little bread with fucking dig, bud. Yep. Because guess what? I'm working more now, Jack Frost. You piece of shit. We done fucking scared Jack so bad he don't even come on live no more. And look at his views. Tell me, y'all. 37 views in 5 hours on your video? 37 views and you got 66,000 subs? Yeah, tell that to somebody else. Tell that to somebody else, bro. Look, check this shit out. That's what proves it right there. This fool can't even get 100 views. He don't even have 100 people over there. He might have 1,000. Maybe. This is not what they want to see you do anymore, Frost. Maybe you should have stayed behind the camera instead of bringing your dumb ass up here. Because you sure didn't fit the bill. And guess what? I'm off work tomorrow, y'all. So we clowning right now. Yep. Damn, I'd love to find out. I wish Jack likes to talk of all this happening to him at a young age, like with the mental health and all this. So how? I mean, he does speak about it, like he went through it, but I don't believe it because they had tried to get me and my mom to go through it, and I wasn't nothing wrong with me. I was just bad, dude. I was just bad. That's all there is to it. I used her to try to get me out of fucking trouble, and she got sick of it. Fucking dummy. That's probably one of my biggest regrets was how I treated my mother when I was a kid. I gotta live with that though. I gotta live with that. She still loves me, you know what I mean? She's always been there for me, no matter what, bro. She was homeless and was there for me. She helped me when, dude. I wish you knew what real love was, Jack. I do, man. I wish you knew what it felt like to tell somebody they're a good person or hear you're a good person or that's all most people have to do is just be a good person. I don't care if you don't like me and I don't like you. We ain't got to fight. Just don't talk behind my back or we will. That's all. That's it. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Black Cuddy, man. All right, y'all. Check this shit out.
Trap house living, cut a block high. If you get caught slipping in the spot, so I keep it on my side when I ride through the city with a big old 4-5. I know niggas want me dead and the feds won't book me. Know a couple strippers won't give me that pussy, but I ain't got time, bitch. I'm on my grind, might get back at you when I get done hustling. Re-up, bustin' out, cook it up, wet. Yeah, re-up, bustin' out from the wrong person. Nigga might bust your head. Yeah, doing the speed limit down the bumpy road. It's cold, my heart numb and my pocket telling me that all these nigga hoes. So I apply pressure. It's hard to believe in God when you around devil. Fuck, everybody devil.
Come from a block where you would die about $1.
Ooh. I put the old Grim Reaper in here for you tonight, Frost. That channel is cooked, sir. It's fried. Let's see here. We've got 37 views. He's getting 2 views per hour. Those will drop even further. Imagine that. Imagine him doing 700 videos today and not even going to pass our 1 video tonight. Yep. By the way, I got told by YouTube I need to kick it in gear more. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, man. I know what I did. I missed lives this month. They were used to me going on every night. It's like, damn, motherfuckers. I have a life too, YouTube. Much as I love y'all, I got a life too, YouTube. Let's see. Did he go live? He better not go live. Man,
so here's what we won't do.
Find out
we won't let self-doubt win again.
Will really
because we're working on something more real.
I'm exposing the shit out of you. I do know that he can get away with being on here if he's a murderer. That's insane to me. Imagine a guy. Like some of these people have been convicted of murder, y'all. And they're on YouTube trying to tell our kids what to do. And they're on here snitch. Some of them got diaper companies. Some of them have diaper companies. And they're on Clubhouse calling everybody they see a snitch. Must be a nice life, you know. It must be a nice life. I don't think I want to live like that.
KD, I don't believe could have
Every
played
time Whack 100 gets into something with somebody, he's a snitch. You got to work. This dude got the paperwork, and then you throw that dude under the bus. It's crazy out here. I don't want a part of it. Yep. And the fact that this person, oh yeah, I love my mama. She knows I regret that. Mama did some things with me too, you know. We're both from the gutter, y'all. Like, her mother and father were as Kentucky and as they can fucking get, dude. And my grandmother, dig this, almost full-blown Cherokee Indian. And she was I ain't never seen nothing like it. It was a double mess, bro. And he stayed drunk 20, 30 years at a time, you know. But she tried her best with her, just like she tried to help me. My grandmother was my favorite person, dude. And I treated her as such like that. Until I realized that woman right in there loved me just as much as she did. And it's just the way that it is right now, man.
Frost, so you're gonna do the YNW
I
Melly case. That you talking about I don't know. I would love to do that case.
I got all my trouble on my own.
Those cases where them people is
she had nothing to do with no trouble.
I go down to Florida. I go down to Florida.
You had her issues,
do that case.
I
go down to Florida.
Wasn't a good kid. As soon as she couldn't hurt me with her whoopings, it was OV.
Maybe I should
start going juvenile after that.
About quite possibly maybe arranging it. I don't know. I go down.
First time I was crying at her.
I go cover a lot of these.
Cried
cases.
the first time.
It's just
get me out.
You got to be.
I'm crying now, Mom. I was like, I'm on and popping now. I guess.
Okay, so I just want to explain this, and I know people don't get it. But when we was covering the Tekashi 6ix9ine case, I don't like
right all the crackers around, but I was young.
A lot of the shit that happened after that.
You know what I mean?
Like with people beefing with me because I'm literally just reporting what happened in the court.
You know what I mean? And I grew up, dude.
I just didn't really care for that.
Down from
you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to create enemies, fam. So I just really did not care,
man. And now,
you had people who couldn't report as well as me, so they was doing things to make it so it looks like I'm trying to beef at the parties that's involved. And that was not the case at all. So,
it was the case because you removed the video. You could have said, "Look,
I just feel away
about anything."
You know what I'm saying? So, certain things I don't know about. I really want to go cover the PNB Rock situation.
Is he alive out here?
RIP PNB Rock.
Did
I
he
really
come
want
up
to
here
cover
and
that
go
situation a lot. I would love to go cover.
Oh, it took.
I think I've been wanting to mention this real quick. I meant to mention this yesterday. I think that judge involved in the YSL case, I do not think he's doing. I think.
Way to go! You're a dummy. I want to see if he's really on, man. That's crazy. That fucker get on? No? I thought he did. I thought that's what you meant, dog soldier. I thought that's what you meant, sir. I thought, oh, yeah, you went live, huh? This is my time. We took your slot, sir. I didn't even mean to, guys. I didn't really mean to. But he gave it up, you know. Sure in the fuck didn't fight like a man, did he? Probably tried to stab me. Imagine stabbing somebody 50 times. You think you'd get a nice cut on your hand like that? Fuck yeah, you would. The dude stabbed me about lost his goddamn thumb. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, you would. Yeah. You know a guy like that goes for a butcher knife, too. Dude, I got hit with that butcher knife, bro. Took all the fight out of me, dog. I thought I was a bad motherfucker because I just knocked him out. I just cleaned his clock. I had time to get my beer. I got my beer, and I knew it was going to be drama, you know what I mean? So I was getting the fuck up out of there. Some bitch woke up. He woke up, bro, and I had shit in my hand. He come out of the kitchen like fucking Jeffrey. Like, it was insane. It was like just like you would witness. Think about it. I'm standing at the door trying to get it open. So when I turn around, I drop that beer, and I tried to grab his hand. If I had got his hand, it'd have been over. Dude, fucking cut me across my hand. I was like, you son of a bitch, cut me. And no sooner I could do anything else, bro, it went boom right through my cheek and hit me down here. And then my chick jumped on him and had him out in the fucking yard, and she got stabbed in the skull twice. We both could have been dead that night. Yep. Yeah, dude, it was wild. Then the neighbor come out and was like, "Holy fuck!" Was like, "What the fuck is going on?" We were all drunk. He's like, "I'm calling the law." I was trying to get out of there because I was on parole and I was drinking. So I was like, I don't care how fucking cut I am. I'm going home. Get the fuck up out of here. Shit, I went home. My mama looked out the window. I was banging on the door. She was like a mile from us. And dude, she was like, fuck that. I'm calling law, Eric. I got to. I went in the bathroom, dude. My cheek was wide open. It was just like a movie, man. It was wild. I had already stopped bleeding up here, but this was right here just wouldn't quit. And they were like, we think he got you deep, and if you don't check it, you're going to die if you're bleeding internally. Because I kept saying, this feels all right, you know what I mean? Dude, I was trashed. I signed myself out of the hospital and everything. I was trashed, bro. It was crazy. The police that come to my house to get me, I wasn't trying to even go to the fucking hospital. I was like, you take the girl, take my old lady. And they're like, no, bro, you go to the hospital, you're going to jail. Yep. I remember having a bunch of Xannies on me, and I had fucking all kinds of weed. I was like, man, let me go to the bathroom real quick. And I started stashing shit. They let me do it, too, because they were all over me, boy. I had one time, they come in my house when I was on house arrest one time. I was dead asleep on the mattress in the middle of the floor, just sleeping out, like just taking a big old fat nap. And they come in and found a half bag of pot and 8 Xanax bars on me. I was like, oh, fuck. He said, man, go throw that shit in the fucking toilet. I said, huh? He said, yeah, go down and take a drug screen, man. I was like, fuck. It ended up violating me, man, but he could have gave me a whole nother charge and shit. I could have a couple felonies that day. If some of us would have been arrested for what we've done, we would never be home. I just hope some of you people out there that are still getting in trouble, stop. These laws ain't getting better, man. You know what I mean? They're not. They're not getting any better. These motherfuckers are going to start hammering people. They found a way to warehouse people, yo. They're making money off of us. I told you they're not fucking playing with money. They're playing with us. That's a fact. 100%. Imagine having enough money where money don't even matter. Kanye told us about that, didn't he? Kanye told us about that. I mean, I'm at this restaurant and I'm Kanye. I'm not even charging you. For one, it's wild, dude. It's fucking insane. I don't know if I would want to be that rich, yo. Look who you've got to have around you. And it's not a big thing like we think. Like, there's a lot of people that are rich, but it's a very small community of people. And just take a look at who we're dealing with. When you're talking about billions, the only good one's fucking Elon. And he just got that way because he's finally seen, yeah, it's bigger than the government, bro. Jack, quit talking about the Democrats and Republicans, bro. You got bigger fish to fry, I hope. If you're worried about the Democrats and Republicans, you know shit about politics. You know nothing. You're really skimming the bottom of it. Even you that speak of Trump so highly, you should know that's why they didn't want Trump. He went against the deep state, dude, the establishment. That's why they don't want him there, bro. Even if he bucks just a little bit for us to be elected, which I don't know why Trump wants to do this dumb shit if he ain't there to fix it. Why would you want a job like that if you're not there to fix it? He don't need no more money, bro. He's playing with his life at this point. You got to wonder, man, how are all these politicians billionaires? They don't get paid that much money. We pay their salary. Jack, you come in, oh, the orange guy. You think your people are that dumb? I beg to differ, bro. I think you got a whole lot of smart people out here. You talking to them like they're just stupid. It's insane to me. It's even funny now. See, when you first started this shit, bro, I was like, you know, He's got some issues, man. He's got some issues, but I think he's all right. There's nothing all right about you. I don't care if you didn't stab this chicken, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Ha 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 ha. I never come on here and said you did that, but boy, it sure sounds like you could. I mean, everything lines up to like all the shit you hide. Everybody on this motherfucking YouTube, once they get called out about something, they usually just own up to it, right? Like Jack, you never even said why you went to jail. You said you went to jail, but you didn't go to the police. Why you got a fucking record saying that you had been arrested? The arresting officer was a goddamn Department of Corrections. Dude, that's state. That's not county, bro. I don't know what you call it. I'll show you. Look at this stupid shit. This is fucking. This is not doxing, by the way. This can be found by the dumbest person on earth. This can be found by the dumbest person on earth. It's fun sometimes though, but if that right there, I'm gonna look into it. I have no choice now. I'm gonna do my due diligence, baby. Okay. See, that don't even look good, bro. What the fuck, Frost? Make it make sense, man. Even when I look at your record, I can usually tell off somebody's record if they, did some crazy shit or I don't know. I can usually see what they've done, where they've been, their time, how long. But look at this shit, bro. This is outrageous. You literally. I didn't get the right one, did I? Sorry. You literally have been caught with a weapon on a Class B felony, dude. Make that make sense. What is that? What do you carry that's going to make you a B felony? It wasn't a gun. This is in New York, though. I believe. It's who you're arrested by. Dude, has anybody ever seen this on anyone's report? Arresting agency. New York City Department of Corrections? I can't even find this case number if you want to know the truth. Imagine that. Make that make sense, Jack. I can't even find that case number. You said that's you. Hold on. Look at this shit. This one's the other one. Hold on. Psycho Bob, Concourse Village. See, everything links up to that one. Everything goes back. Everything, y'all. Everything goes back to Psycho Bob, Concourse Village, Brooklyn, New York. I'm gonna show y'all this one, dude. This is weird, dude. Jack Frost has fuck got some shit going on. How many of y'all think Jack's been open shit since? How many of y'all think that Jack has been open at all about anything? None. Oh, we're doing an aggressive 420 live, y'all. It's an aggressive one. I don't see comments on my stream yard. I thought y'all left me, man. I'm starting to get all heartbroken over there. Like, damn, they all cut out on me. Damn, I'm just gonna keep talking. Maybe they'll come back. That's crazy. StreamYard is leaving where they say ones that do them fucking updates. It sucks. Here. You says Psycho Bob. I had his IP address. Jake, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me, bro. I have the fucking IP address, bro. That's the same one. No, that one says crows. See, they all come back to these. Nothing's different. So it all links. Look at this. Look at this arresting agency. Arresting agency is New York City Department of Corrections. Is that a parole violation? That could be a parole violation, Frost. The only time I've ever been arrested by the Department of Corrections was a parole violation. Absolutely. Come got me and took me straight to prison. No jail whatsoever. Yep. That's a fact. I never even thought about that. So you ever telling everybody you ain't been in prison, which in fact you probably have. See, it's odd, dude. Who gets arrested by Department of Corrections? And it says it's state. Right? It's a state. No, it says New York City Department of Corrections. But why does the source name say police department? Somebody from New York help me, please. Somebody from New York help me, please, man. I'm lost. I'll tell you what, this son of a bitch has got more aliases than a motherfucker, bro. Oh yeah, he's got aliases. Why'd they hold you for a day before they filed charges on you? Probably see what Jack gonna talk about. He cuckoo. Fuck it, let's keep him for a day. See what he says. He doesn't deny that one. Actually, he tried to come out before we found it. So, what we have here is a guy that changes that middle name a million times throughout his whole life, right? He has definitely lived in lots of different states. I thought he was bullshitting us. I did. I thought he was playing. But he's been in a few different states. He's been in Vermont, Georgia, North or South Carolina, one of those, or Virginia or something over there. I think this is it because this is where he went to Virginia. Yeah, no, this is Richmond City. That's Virginia. Yeah, VA up there. Yeah. I can't find these case numbers. So what the fuck? Like it becomes weird when you can't find the things that it clearly gives you, right? That's what gets weird. I don't understand where the fuck. Like if you have a case, I guarantee you I know where to find all my shit at. I could take you right there to it. Hell, my credit report's got half of it. Imagine that. I thought they let shit drop off. Nope. Damn near every crime I've been convicted for is on there. Mind you, I haven't been in trouble in like 12 years. But I think that's an accomplishment, though, really. I'm going to keep taking that as an accomplishment. Let's see here, Jackie. That makes me wonder so hard, y'all. But you know what it does for me, too? Here's why I think it is, too. He would have been very, very young. Very young. You know what I mean? He would have been real young. Because it was like 1997. So what was that? Nah, he kind of might have been too young. Stop bringing that bullshit paperwork, man. You know you watch me. Don't give me none that ain't him, man. That's kind of gay, bro. There's two people that's doved on me that I have no clue where they come from on me. And I try to keep people, you know, a lot of people don't want to know who they are on here. I get it. I do get it. And I try to do that, man, but it's hard. It's hard. This motherfucker is saying Fetty Wap is a fucking snitch because he's not in the
I could just imagine what's being said when they turn.
He's not in the Rico, y'all. He's a snitch.
I could just imagine. Or I couldn't imagine. Better way to put it. That's why I'm trying to explain. Like, y'all don't know. Sometimes, like, the judge is doing when the judge is doing his job, he's not a part of the fucking case.
If y'all want to know what's bothering me, I told everybody at the beginning, man, I had a homeboy get murdered, basically.
When the judge is doing his job,
he got shot
like
5 times, 6 times. I thought it wasn't real because I hadn't heard anything. But I didn't want to call his wife. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer. Shout out to Judge Clyde.
And then my homie said, I seen on Facebook, bro.
When the judge is doing their job, they're not a part of the case, man.
If it hits Facebook, it's done.
I don't know no better way to say that. That judge, maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's stuff that I don't know. I'm not in the courtroom, so I can't hear what's being said when they turn the mics off.
God. So you go off what they say like that? You're like how they say things?
No.
Man.
No.
Oh boy. We could be messing with the mind of a lunatic right here, y'all. And we just don't even know it. Imagine that.
I think that there's going to be.
Imagine mother really be a fucking killer.
So many different reasons for an appeal.
Just made it out from his own little chin here.
Just because of the conduct.
That would be fucking mind blowing.
Having nothing.
You got serial killer fucking documentaries and shit, bro.
I think there's going to be so much room for an appeal. That's just my opinion.
Look what he's saying, bro. He's just. You got an appeal, all right, didn't you? That's fucking nuts. I'm gonna see if Scooter can get a hold of this lady.
Just my opinion.
And 100% make it clear for us.
I could be 100% wrong, man. Just my opinion.
This is motherfucking YouTuber. This is YouTube's.
But I think that there's going to be a lot of room for an appeal. Not a little.
These streets are dirty.
Some. And I'm not saying that an appeal will be won. I'm just saying I believe there's going to be a lot of room for an appeal.
And then, you know, another thing that got me on thinking about too was how many really actual pedophiles you think are on here, really.
And if the person didn't buy the lunch, which I don't know,
because these trolls over here are different, man.
So now he got to write a 17-page report or be held in contempt and go do some jail time.
Because you got to think, man, these pedophiles can't even be on social media, and they want to be a part of something that everybody else
said that dude was being unprofessional.
All you're doing is fucking
so
make
he
them
wanted
be there.
To then do some stuff that was unprofessional.
It's insane.
Explain that to me.
Makes you wonder, bro. Makes you fucking wonder.
So, once again, sometimes judges are bad, sometimes judges aren't. That doesn't always have anything to do with whether
you can hear an
the person is found guilty or
no
not
one else
guilty.
can. Yeah.
I think this particular judge is
maybe I should start doing that, right?
I think he's enjoying the
Just
attention.
Start saying everything I think's right. Hey, allegedly, y'all. This gonna start calling me allegedly D, real AD. Fuck.
I think he's enjoying the limelight. I think he's enjoying the attention.
Hey, I got a new thing coming, y'all. Woo, it's gonna be funky too. Hey, I got one in store for y'all for the background.
Just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Y'all like it, no doubt.
Everybody has a morning show now, fam.
We are the fucking BBN killers over here, homie. We wiping this man up. He's done, Ski. He's done. Yeah. He's not even fun to talk about no more, y'all. He's not even fun. I'm about to roll back over here. Look at those icons in the bottom corner. I made way too long. We're doing movies now, y'all. We're doing movies. We're doing movies, baby. Free the people. We the people, baby. I make love to my grind. What the fuck? Why did I make it take that long, though? Yeah. You know what that is? I was just playing around with the little thing that we could do with the, like people that don't do visual podcasting. What do you think they want for that? What do you think they would get for that? Fire, dog. That's fire. Take the music out of it. Put your shit up there. Promote like a motherfucker when you're still there. That's fucking fire. Frost, you don't content create. You don't content create. You give me something to talk about, but this is not content creation, Jack. I don't know what you're thinking. He's odd, bro. That's not content, bro. Like, that's weird. I make all the content, bro. These people don't want you around that wherever you go. You can't last longer than 3 days, bro. This person was
trolling earlier. Let's see what he has to say. I think the judge did that because he put a couple of people in jail for contempt. Yeah, he's going to be putting a whole bunch of people in jail for contempt. He's not been a strong
Jack, go
judge.
Get you a big old joint.
I told y'all this before previously.
Hit that link I'm going to put in the chat, all right?
A strong judge isn't necessarily
somebody
who is throwing out
420,
threats,
bro.
not necessarily somebody who's holding people in contempt. It's just somebody that when you come in their courtroom,
we'll smoke a joint, just look each other's eyes.
And people ain't effing around.
Come on over.
And I don't think that people
you want to look in my eyes?
In his courtroom, absolutely. Do I think people aren't taking him seriously? Absolutely.
God.
I think that he's not taking himself seriously. Absolutely. I think that he first turned his courtroom into a circus. Absolutely. I could be wrong. This is just an opinion based thing.
You talking about the thug judge? You're pretty crazy about that one.
I think he first turned his courtroom into a circus.
You think that the
did
judge
not happen in so during Taxstone's trial specifically?
You don't
shout out
have
to Judge
any
Clark.
other
He allowed
go
those
on,
guys
bro.
on both sides, the prosecution and the defense,
listen to him
to
talk.
have a certain level of leeway. You understand? So they had a certain.
This dude talks like he's been there, bro. He's only been to 2 trials, y'all.
Room to operate.
Make it make sense.
So he didn't.
This makes sense. How he knows?
Clamps on him all the time. Immediately.
Like he thinks he knows.
He allowed to see what they were saying.
He's only been in 2 courtrooms, basically. See where it
was going. That's what you're supposed
Maybe he hasn't been in more than 2. Maybe he's been a lot.
But when he said, okay, that's enough. That was enough, man.
Man, it just makes me wonder, man. I can go into reading some more for you.
When he said that's enough, that's enough. Let's get back.
Go in there to reading some more for you. It's pretty weird.
People got back to what they were supposed to be doing. Sometimes he'll let them get a last word in. Sometimes he didn't. But when he said that was enough, that was enough. These dudes, I agree with you. They're probably doing too much, man. I'm not arguing that point. And we already
what size those dojos get to?
They had shenanigans with the jury over
what weight size?
Judge handled it the appropriate way.
I mean, for a good solid one.
Don't know what to tell you. Just telling you what it is.
Yeah, this motherfucker's weird, bro. Do I think he did a murder? No.
Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat.
If he did, he shouldn't be out of fucking Bellevue by now. I would hope not. People do less and do more and get out within that amount of time.
Durant. I don't have no.
Yeah, I think he probably got what right when he got out on YouTube. Maybe we don't know.
Freaking be so big of a CP3 fan that
I'll tell you this
actually
what's weird about him
techniques just
is this. So much that he talks about this, right? I can find cases on him, but you can't find them cases. You can't find them. Just in the background check things. Them cases are not to be found in any court, bro. It blows my mind. I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
So when I
see him
play
everywhere.
basketball,
Like, what the
I
fuck?
copy his pick and roll techniques and
um,
before him, just so we can get
there's nothing
clear.
to dox
The
on this
other
dude.
person
If
that
that's
I
what they
copied
was
pick
worried
and roll
about.
techniques was Mark
There's
Jackson.
nothing.
So I don't generally.
He literally said,
or
"I'm getting away
practice
from
me.
my house to go walk." Remember, in the Bronx when he lived with his pops or his landlord, he literally walked up and down the street he lived on. We just didn't know it. He lied even about that. It's crazy. I seen the fucking house. I was like, "Oh my God, damn, you son of a bitch!"
CP3.
You've been walking them down through here all fucking years. It was a nice area.
Kind of Stockton, but not really.
It's a nice
I
area.
copied more from Malone's side, Karl Malone's side of the pick and roll, and from Stockton's side of the pick and roll.
I thought you were just talking about a judge.
But yeah, so no, CP3 is this is not a slight on him. I just want you to know I was a fan of CP3's for so many years. The thing that made me not necessarily don't really care about, not a big fan of his no more.
Happy 420, Penny. Happy 420, bro.
I'll say it happened around when he was playing for New Orleans. Well, I just,
you know what I miss about being in a relationship? I figured it out too.
New Orleans. That's when I kind of
making my appointments to the doctors and shit. Doing like
it's still an incredible basketball.
I would call my secretary things.
So
I'm not good at this, man.
That's not a question.
It sucks.
What he did to the Clippers,
I gotta call the doctor tomorrow too. Because I probably have to have a hernia surgery again.
Textbook.
I know I do. I can feel it.
He ran the clock down the appropriate way. He came up court. Sometimes he set up a play. That play worked. They didn't have to set up 5 or 6 plays.
You were just talking about.
He set up a play.
A male 120.
That play worked.
Nice, bro.
They had one
120
sequence that was at the end of the game where he came down. He did the screen and roll. He got the ball to answer 8 times. And then the very next time, he got the switch. Then he took Aton's man and shot over the top,
bro.
So
I had a staff. I couldn't get him over 90, bro, and he was
get the taller
big.
player.
He just had a big head too.
He beat him.
He was a good dog, man. He was a good dog.
I don't think the Lakers turned it around after the trade deadline. By the way,
I mean,
go look and see which team got the least fouls against them and which team took the most fouls.
80, bro. I tried. I had one of his big ass fucking spike necklace too. I ended up taking him off of him, right? And when he looking like that, man.
Did they turn it around or did
they would win hell on me in my neighborhood? He was a big dog. He was big.
Once again, after the trade deadline,
I haven't really messed with any dojos. I haven't known anyone that's had any.
I think by
I've seen them a lot lately.
And see who
they're not
had
real big
the least fouls called against them.
I know they're a big time down south thing. That's where I've seen most at. What do they go for? Full-blooded. With papers. I mean, you know you don't need papers if you know who you're dealing with. But why not? Look how he's looking. Like he just solved the biggest problem in the world.
Yeah, just because I don't talk about stuff with y'all or a lot, that don't mean that I'm not privy to it.
You got stories. I bet you do, Jack. I bet you've been hiding a lot.
And I generally don't talk about anything that I don't know. I listen.
I beg to differ.
Do I look like I'm getting younger?
You just
did y'all see the live last night? I look like I'm getting younger, fam.
No, we didn't see that live last night, Jack. You took it down. No one's seen it, pussy. Why'd you take it down? I missed it, Jack. Why? Hell, that's a view.
Anything else y'all want to talk about? I don't want to hold y'all here all
getting
day.
30 fucking views right now. There's no way he can say he's not buying subs, y'all. Checkmate. Check fucking mate. I guarantee you now he's just been hoping I'd quit on him. I bet you Jack's been just hoping I would just stop on him. Not happening, dude. Get up out of here, bro. You're not good people anyway. You're not good people anyway. Got 66,000 subs. Even if they hit that like button, they're not going to count it. All that work you're doing, you ruined it for yourself. Why would you do this? Why would you, like that fucking article said, why would you do that, bro? You are literally just shit canned your whole channel for buying subs. They're not going to promote you, obviously. Maybe it's because you tried to do the.
So Vladimir Putin just opened this thing up, and
Jeff
the
Frost
caption
was
says,
outside.
Did you show the world that?
I mean, you
the
could
man
clearly
that we know is
see
Jesus
or
Christ
hear that
is a
your
black
mic's.
man. Wowzers.
Stone spilling the show.
The one thing big brands don't tell you about
Been
meeting
smoking all
marketing
day,
goals.
dude. I don't know why I did
Think
that.
about it. Do you ever happen to see a big name brand without followers, likes, and comments? Or even better, have you ever seen a brand or a business quickly rise to fame right underneath your nose?
Real close to home.
If you can relate this to a
something
situation or
changes
two,
here,
then
I
we
can be
want to
home
let
quick.
you in on a secret.
8 minutes or so
Most
walking.
big name brands and successful companies leverage marketing to get more traction on their
I have
social
gotten used
media.
to not even having a car.
And the best part, you
That's
no longer
changing.
have to be left behind.
Soon.
Join the new wave of marketing today by leveraging your services today.
That's one
Visit
great.
us at thesocialmediagrowth.com.
What the fuck is that shit?
90% of signs of aging are caused by the sun. La Roche-Posay Amphilio sunscreen visibly reduces the appearance of sun damage with Cell X Shield, UVA, UVB protection plus antioxidants.
I watched
Fluid,
one of your
lightweight
commercials,
sunscreen.
Jack Frost. Now we got a new background going up that's got everyone's logos. I'll try to get almost everybody. But hey, if it's not, I promise you, be on next one. It's going to be fire, y'all. I hope. But if this is in the 19th century, it can't be Jesus, right? If it's from the 19th century, it can't be Jesus, bro.
I want to say something real quick.
It can't be.
So, a couple of months ago, they had a situation where Vladimir Putin was walking through one of the places
Stop talking about
inside
them
of
people.
Russia
They'll take your
that
channel
had
over that
giant
shit.
murals. The New York, the American media didn't show the top of the murals.
Propaganda.
The media in the other countries showed the top of the murals, and the top of the murals had black faces on them.
Dude,
that's why I'm showing y'all this. Like, is he
our
really
history is
consistently
jumbled,
trying to
Paul.
show the
I don't
world
know where
that
you
black
think
people,
that you're getting the right
that the
stuff
man that
from,
we know
but
is
that
Jesus
is
Christ
all
is
in
melanated?
faith. Okay?
Like, is this
No
really
one's
a
ever
thing
right,
he's doing?
Jack Frost. You know, in all of this virtue signaling you're doing, 3,000, 5,000. Okay. Dope. Not bad. Yeah, dude. He's just virtue signaling at this point because anything that we're seeing or hearing these days, man, you literally have to have faith to believe it, right? Right? I mean, how much of our history is actually just mumbo jumbo anymore? The shit just being taught to our kids. It's just, they took a signature out of our fucking kids' schools. Imagine that. How are you supposed to sign your name, kid? I'm glad my kids got it, but it's going to be nonetheless anymore. I said, how do you sign your name? We e-sign. You only need your initials. They just need to know you did it. It's changing right for our eyes. I hope it don't fall in front of our kids, though. I'm hoping my kids make it out. You know, that's one thing we can all count on. We'll never make it out of this alive. But I guarantee you, all them billionaires I spoke about, that's their end game. They want to find out how to live forever. You can 100% guarantee you their very last secret dollar is going to find out if they can live that forever. All the studies, all the fucking experiments, the places they're looking. It's unreal, probably. The things that we get shown, we all know that they're doing something way grander. Way grander. We know that. So I'm sure they're probably trying to find out how to live forever themselves. They're the elites. Richest people in the world want to stay the richest people in the world. Because I'm telling you what, one of them rich people seeing how we live out here in the real world, they may hit the nuke button. It's crazy. I mean, what were we thinking, though? As countries, break apart. Like, if we can't all get along, we're never going to get along. And it's all about religion and their dollar. America has a way of making us mad at other countries for them being mad at us, right? We don't know how these other countries feel about us, man. I do know that there's a big thing going on with vaping, and I think they're about to kick cigarettes out of England, or they're about to win another war on it, because they're like the only fucking country taking the front with the vaping thing. And it blows my mind how America they had a chance to really, make some money in this. Trust me, we had a lot of people in America ready to give it to them. For 8+ years, we made our own rules in the vaping. We stopped all of the kid marketing, like the cereal bottle look like cereal and fucking silly rabbit tricks for a kid and it tastes like tricks. We policed that ourselves. We didn't want that. We knew the government would shut us down, and they ended up shutting us down anyway. It wasn't going to be time before the big tobacco did it anyway. It's harm reduction. Any type of harm reduction is better than the harm, right? If you know people are going to go out and buy heroin, why not send them to a place like somewhere else to get it? They're not going to die off a shot of it. You do know they just give condoms out right down the road half the time. It's harm reduction, man. England's putting vape shops in their hospitals. Because guess what? They pay for your health insurance. The other one, we pay for it. Or some croony crook does, and they can just jack it all up on us. I don't pay for my health insurance right now. I pay like $12 a month, I think. What do you think they're doing, these health insurance companies? What do you think an office visit costs? $5,000, $8,000. It's unreal, bro. It's a fucking scam. They're never going to get rid of Big Pharma, and they're never going to get rid of Big Tobacco. That's why they're called such, y'all. One's here to hurt us, one's here to save us, and neither one of them are doing us any good. Imagine that. That's fucking nuts. That's who you should be going after, Frost. Do you really think do you think Biden really truly thinks he's doing something evil? Just evil, making all these deals across these. You think he knows this? It's nuts. Have you heard the old thing that they think Epstein is alive, bro? That's crazy. That Epstein really wasn't killed. I don't even want to think about it. What time is it? 10:12. Frost, bro. Why is my screen? StreamYard blows. This is fucking horrible. What did he do this morning? This? What about that shit that happened in Kansas City? Oh, here we go. Let's go back to this. Watch this shit. All right.
I know I've got a comeback in me.
I know I have a comeback in me.
I want to call
Andrew Lester, the elderly man who fired on the 16-year-old kid.
4 likes, y'all.
Son has come out and
get a like
said,
for me, please.
That guy, all of the racisms, allegedly.
What? You sound like you're in a closet or outside. Are you doing this outside? Don't tell me you're homeless now.
PBN! Jack Frost!
Mike?
What's up, party people?
Oh, hell, let's try it one more time, right, Frost? Let's try it one more time, y'all.
Yeah!
Broke my speakers, bro.
So apparently, the grandson of the man that used his firearm, I gotta be careful with YouTube, had used his firearm to attack Ralph Y'all with the components that are loaded into the firearm. I believe his name is
that dude.
Lester, Arthur Lester, grandson, has come out and said he's a racist. I think. Okay. Now there's a couple of things that I want to say until I get directly.
I'm watching you.
Before I respond directly with what the grandson said. A couple of things that I want to say, and that has to deal with.
How you gonna go behind the camera and lie? I think. What? Is this acceptable now?
Fact of the matter. What happened was this young man, Arthur Y'all, I believe the way his name is pronounced, I'm not 100% sure. Ralph Y'all. I'm not 100% sure that's how his name is pronounced. His last name. He is going to pick up his 2 siblings. What happened is he did not have his cell phone with him. Allegedly, he did not have his cell phone with him.
I'm sorry.
He pulled into a home. I'm not going to dox anybody, but he pulled into a home. And on these streets, okay, if you've ever been to Queens, New York, then you'll understand what I'm trying to talk about.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you guys something. This doxing thing is a whole new thing, right? It's just for the people that do doxing. When they get doxed, they just cry, right? They go, oh, they're doxing me. Bro, there's something called the white pages, the yellow pages. They've always put this out there where we live, what our phone numbers were. They just took it to a whole nother level. Y'all, I mean, people my age remembers this, right? You literally had to pay to get that address out there. But then one or the other was going to be there. I think you could pay to stay all the way out of it, too. Yeah, I remember fucking star 67, caller ID. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Doxing. Buddy, everyone knows where our 3all lives right now. They could have found out before this. Doxing is something way different, y'all. Way different. That's why none of these people go to jail for this shit they cry about. They do the same shit and then nothing happens to them. Doxing's different, man. It's about giving your live address where you would be at that moment to hurt you. You say, oh, go look at his address, guys. Go over here. But you ain't going to pull up. That ain't doing nothing. What are you doing? I'm telling you, pull up my house and you're here to fight, be ready to fight. Because there's going to be a fight. If you come in my house, I'm going to shoot the fuck out of you. Simple as that. No question.
They'll have, like in Queens, they'll have 8th Avenue, 8th Street, 8th Place, 8th area, and they'll all be like a block away from one another, fam. It don't make sense. In any regard, this young man pulled up to come pick up his siblings at this home that he thought they were at. What is said after that is what is up for discussion. Allegedly, what
that he's not gonna come outside for Trife?
Lester says happened, just so we can be clear what I believe his name is Andrew Lester.
what he says happened is that so he goes to the door and he thinks that there is going to be a robbery. He says that he hears a fidgeting with his door, so he thinks there's somebody trying to break in. So he goes to the door with his 38 caliber revolver. He opens the door, he lets off 2 shots. One hits, I believe, the young man either in the arm or the hand or something like that. And the other one hits him in the head. He turns and he runs for help. Now, the reason why these allegations might actually be correct about the racism is because as he runs, he actually ends up trying to get help from 2 neighboring homes, and they just refuse some help, man. It's like they saw the black youth bleeding out on the street, and they said, I don't know, I don't want to just assume, but obviously they did not want to help and keeping that young man alive. With that being said, Ralph Y'all actually says he rang the doorbell or knocked or whatever the case is, but he never messed with the doorknob, which is important because if he never messed with the doorknob, that means that the person inside the home had no reason to believe that he was trying to do anything malicious. With that being said, Andrew Lester's grandson, who looks to be of mixed heritage, I want to be clear on this, he looks to be of mixed heritage. He actually had like cornrows going on. So he says that he is not surprised at all with if his grandfather is in fact a racist. Now, with that being said, I also want to add, he had a wife, that's Andrew Lester. He had a wife for 14 years. She divorced him. She said that he had anger issues. Apparently, she was scared for her life. She was scared. I don't know, for her life. He's actually, Andrew Lester is a retired aircraft mechanic. I have no idea if that means that he was in the services or not, if he just worked on aircrafts. He was just a builder and a mechanic of one. But apparently, she said that she was scared and feared.
We're celebrating our 6th year in service. Time flies, doesn't it? Over the years, we've helped several brands, small businesses, and influencers build their social media from the ground up based on our premium and unparalleled marketing services. This anniversary, we're having up to 50% discount on selected services. Visit us today at www.thesocialmediagrowth.com and let's grow your social media together.
Live, going live.
Car insurance. Good thing the General gives you a break when you need it.
Yeah, with flexible payment options to keep you covered. So today,
it makes sense, dude.
You're lucky day.
You understand, Jack? All of us
great low rate. Go with the General.
Analytics. You can
and at least once had to call the police on him. But when he got to the home, they said that there's nothing they could do. He owns the home. Apparently, she left him, moved to California. She said, enough of this. Also, I just want to add that a neighbor in the community spoke with the news, and basically what they said is that they spoke with the news to let everyone know that all of the residents of that community basically isn't on that time. So this might just be an area where there is more than one racist household, and they might be openly racist the way this particular resident said what he said. Also, just to be clear, Andrew Lester's 84 years old. The young kid that he shot, Ralph Y'all, he is 16. He was shot in the head and the arm upon the door being answered. So, dude didn't even come to find out what homeboy was talking about. He just swung the door open and started blasting. This is terrible. Civil rights attorney Ben Crumb, civil rights attorneys Ben Crumb and Lee Merritt, who are representing the Y'all family, called the shooting horrendous and unjustifiable. A family friend whose wife he works with Ralph's mom's, a nurse in Kansas City, told the Daily Beast she didn't think a white woman would have been shot had she been in the same situation. Like I said before, two neighbors ignored the cries and the calls from the suffering Ralph Y'all while he was pleading for help. They just ignored him. But like I said before, the streets are extremely confusing. This does not excuse the homeowner who now even has family members coming out saying that there's racism, or there can be, or they believe that there's a good chance that racism is involved. And I just want to say this real quick. Can we stop with this just because somebody makes it to old age that they must be a good person? Can we just stop that? There's this weird assumption that goes on in the world, kind of, that if you make it to old age, that means that you are a good person. And I just don't think that that's true. I think that there's a lot of people that make it to their 70s, their 80s, and they have more skeletons in their closet than some of these rappers. Now, with that being said, put it down in the comment section. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. And specifically, what do y'all think about the fact here that his own grandson says, yo, look, man, this guy, bad news. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Ballers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one.
That's all there is to it.
I'm out.
I don't think Jack knows what he wants to do on here. You've had this same computer, all the chances of doing videos again. You're a winner out there. I don't see it anywhere. 42 views. 42 views? 42 views. Oh, hang it up, Jack. You can't come back up on here. The YouTube streets have spoken. They have spoken, sir. Salute to y'all. Hold on. We got some music for that shit? We got some music for the streets? Probably. Probably guessing, bro. No, I don't. Fuck. Y'all, wow.
About getting at them. We gon' wait till it's over. We parking lot Pippin come out. That stick on him. Put respect on my chopper. Don't mention his bodies. You might get a glimpse of him. But my click for.
We gonna find some, y'all. We gonna find some shit. We got a little bit of this.
I'm the lamest nigga out here. So look, check this out. I'm gonna put this on wax too. Cause I'm scared, man. I'm scared for my freedom and I'm scared for his life. Cause I promise on my kids, any one of them niggas walk up to me, I'm a lullaby their ass. And that's what I just got done telling the property.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Shot a fucking dog with the baddest shit right here. What the fuck? What was that, bro? Underground, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
niggas wanna try gang.
Fire.
Cadillac, parked at a racetrack, double back, walk him down, tell him we ain't that. Kill a nigga cousin, but I make him get his lick back. I don't got a problem, I don't know about this and that. Make it sound good, but I'm knowing that I did that.
Who wants to race? Fuck, man. That's fire. I tell you, there's some people over here that I still got dropping shit for that I ain't seen in a long time, y'all. It's actually pretty wild. Who we got here? I know who comes over here a lot that I never catch it until we get off here.
Care about y'all, watch it suffer. I don't care about y'all. That tongue wrestling, I ain't into that. If I start something, I'ma finish that. Fuck all that beefing on the internet. We gon' find out where they living at.
I'm done with that. I can go down the list. Look, I try to keep them in alphabetical order. That's just the ends. Fuck, you know how many hours of work I've got and all that shit? Sometimes I end up losing them. Like when I have to take one down because of StreamYard. I'm like, fuck. So I just start sending them out to people now. Anybody's got one that wants it, tell me. Because it's going to go. It's going to go. I guess I really don't even have to put them on StreamYard, do I? Huh. Maybe I've been doing it all wrong. Damn it. Jack Frost, you should have came up here and smoked a blunt with me. You seem to thrive more when you smoke weed. You do. You said you didn't even smoke weed the other day and you smoked weed. That's a fact. We can't show her content, bro. Let me get off of that.
Andrew Lester,
this.
the elderly man
a little bit, I'm
who fired on the 16-year-old kid. Grand.
Y'all been fun as fuck. Are we in that list? I wanted to see if I was in that list over there. Yeah, I got to find something to talk about the dude because I'm starting to find myself very as fun as it is, you know what I mean?
BB and Jack Frost and some party people has everybody doing them, hoping everybody.
As fun as it is, I think I'm cheating people. Because I know we're going to lose some people, right? I know it. I know people are going to drop off. But I think we're also going to be surprised you stays, too. And then just learn right along with us all. That's all I'm up here to do is learn and talk about
I was
shit.
responding to some shit that I saw on the TV. The dude did some shit. I'm just like, what the fuck, fam? Like, you literally
it's actually a different kind of discussions too, man. Because a lot of these you can't have with people in their face.
So at some point while I'm watching the TV, some dude is doing some shit behind me.
But I've always been able to hang out with people, never have any
at this point I'm trying to relax
over stupid shit. You
I'm
know,
assuming he did some kind of weirdo ass prank.
No time, bro. No time.
I'm saying this to say this. Listen,
no time, man. I've seen too many people pass away now, and
and
I'm lucky I'm still here.
Now I don't want to do anything.
I'm at
back
that
to
point
this guy,
now.
just so we can be
I'm
clear.
lucky.
Shout out to you. But I 100% believe, and I've been telling y'all this for quite some time now. When y'all be hearing about these dudes doing weirdo shit to people on the street, I think that those be individuals that they're beefing with online.
Nightly.
And the person that they attacking might not know that that's the person that they've been beefing with. That's one. Two.
Is he telling us?
Y'all seen that situation where the dude walked up to the lady cop and hit her in the face with the fucking
Yeah, bro. Dude, they were running the cops down on the video
New York
I was
City,
watching too, man. That's not
just
good,
down
dude.
The block, a lady cop is standing.
Chicago could find ourselves in a heck of a mess up there, man.
Lady cop is standing
that not
and
out
dude
there
just
right
hit
now.
her in the face with the bottle and
I hope you guys will stay safe up there, man. Because what I seen was not good, bro. That's all I was saying. I was like, it's hysteria when you start attacking your own people. You're losing the reason why you're doing what you're doing. Man. If you're the organization putting on this rally, right? You want people to get right behind. Who cares about breaking windows? Who gives a fuck? When people start showing up to steal, it's time to shut it down.
We living in a time where everybody is off the deep end.
The good people suffer because the bad people pull up, in a weird time, and then that's when all the shit starts. The good people don't get them out of there, bro. And it's been Antifa lately. It's flat out Antifa, bro. It ain't even black folk. The Antifa people pull up and just start the shit, and you think that's all your people starting it. Yeah, they're.
I don't know what anybody else thinks about this.
They did it in Tennessee.
I don't know if anybody else
did it in Tennessee, bro. said that the shooter was a victim.
But we're living in a really weird time. And
a little more weird than you think, Jack.
And I need for everybody that believes, I don't care
There's
what race of people you are.
Government from
every
within,
race
bro.
believes that they're the chosen
and America's
people,
gonna fall.
correct?
It's absolutely gonna fall, bro. It's just like that friend that thought he was the coolest motherfucker on the planet until everybody found out he wasn't. And guess what?
Japanese,
they fall, just like Rome.
Every people believe that they're the chosen people, right?
Just like you.
We're getting closer.
What are you gonna do, bitch? When we get
end
to
of the
that
world,
day,
as it seems.
What are you gonna do when we get to that day, Jack? I want to stand behind you.
My question
I want to go
this.
right in, right after you. Okay.
If you believe that your people is the chosen people, and we're getting closer to the end of the prophecies in the Bible,
right behind you.
Why wouldn't you try to conduct yourself in a better manner? That's my question.
What am I talking about?
Like, why wouldn't
you use
want
him to make money while lying?
Every people believe they're the chosen people, right? Am I correct?
I thought I put it in there.
What people
may have hit share screen and it wasn't a link.
We just gonna raise hell.
Fucking time.
Who's doing that?
There it is, bro.
Nobody's doing that.
Come on up, Just.
Every people.
What you gonna do tonight, bro? You wanna get on some dumb shit?
Then why is no one trying to get closer to God? I'm not gonna say no one. That's not fair. Why aren't more people?
Let's talk about
trying
those
to
views.
Get closer to the Most High?
Why ain't you got no views going on?
Now, as far as these
why ain't you
broke
50 yet?
I think one of the reasons why we got so much weirdo shit going on in the world is because people's ego is so high
views on my
that
videos.
no one wants to get pranked.
But here we are talking about pranks.
What up, Avon?
He doesn't understand that there's a niche, right? That you have to stay under that niche.
I think most folks' egos is so high.
People are going to be like, what the fuck?
No one wants
and
to
these
get
people are like, okay, I'll watch him. And these people are like, I'm not watching that. And boom, you're out there, bud.
think niggas
you're
got too much ego.
See ya. That's probably what happened. You're lost in the algorithm.
And I want to be clear about something.
And this guy
There's
says,
nothing wrong with pride.
He's living better than me.
It's having too much pride is the issue. There's nothing wrong with money.
I'm not talking about that because that's
it's the love of
mean
money
for me to do to you.
Everything else,
dipshit.
That's the issue. Don't allow yourself to be tricked and deceived. They say, well, money is evil. Money is not evil.
No, you fuck it ain't. That's why you need it for everything. Everything, bitch. Money is the root of all evil. So that printing press ruined everything.
Have pride.
You can guarantee that printing press was where it started.
And too much ego. That's the issue. Copy?
Yeah, that's where it started, buddy.
All the D-glasses, these pranks are getting more ridiculous.
Yeah. You fucked the world up, bud.
Every day. Yo, my dude.
Then come along the TV and the radio.
Tell you something that's super dangerous. And it's gonna
and not too long later, propaganda. And they just been melting our minds
super
since.
Dangerous. It's gonna get somebody hurt. Listen, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you.
I do still watching for the times like when
those pranks.
Am I getting younger,
fam? Dudes walk up to people
those times.
And be like, "Yo, let your woman hold your phone. Why don't y'all exchange phones?
It's actually y'all
trust each other. That's gonna get somebody killed, fam.
You're not pulling a Benjamin Button, dude. You're actually getting older.
I know that shit sound like that's not a big deal, but that's gonna get somebody killed, man. Some dude is gonna find out that baby ain't his that way. Some dude is gonna find out that those kids ain't his that way.
That would hurt. That would hurt my heart. And if you want to know the truth, I've never even had any of my kids even blood tested. At this point, I wouldn't want to know.
And people attacking kids every day now, man. I don't care. Tell me what a lie.
There was another dude around my oldest daughter.
Gonna find out.
Oh, there's a lot of them, really.
He's been taking
there's a couple that were good too.
More importantly than taking
I had to do some time, man. That's the only reason why I lost that girl. She was in 100% my care when I went to prison. Her mother dropped her off, and she was in my care, bro. Like for a long time. We're talking months.
And that's how he's gonna find out.
Went to prison because he was some older shit.
We're also living in a time
my shit together when I got her, bro.
Sleeping around like crazy.
I got called up on
for
some
those
old
that
shit.
Don't know, women cheat more than men.
100%. And when I went to prison, they got me on child support because she started getting welfare, and the state took me to court. And I was like, "She's my daughter." 100% spitting image, bro.
Is on May 25th. They changed the date.
And they said, "Oh yeah, well you owe for 8 years now." Oh my God. I'd have been better off just saying she was. I don't know for sure.
As far as I know, they changed the date. If they didn't change the date, I missed it.
It serves its purpose for the people that just don't care to do it. Like, you make a baby, take care of it. But I don't think you should use it as a weapon, because it can absolutely be used as a weapon. They arrested me every time I missed a
Marion
payment.
Newsom says, nah, that one
Every
white
single
dude
time.
that's going to the hood and saying wild shit,
Well,
act
I
like he
can't hear
got
you, bro.
guns on him is all bad. No, that's not a prank,
I got
man.
you, I think.
That's not. I don't consider shit like that a prank.
Why are you talking about pranks?
I don't consider anything a prank when somebody is offering violence. I don't consider anything a prank when somebody is threatening another individual. Those are not pranks.
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm good. Everybody listening? Everybody listening?
I don't
That's
consider
good.
those
I'm
pranks.
gonna say
Those
some
are
one
not
thing real quick,
pranks,
Jeff.
man.
How about America finally getting me to actually?
All right, so we got the
a
question.
real holiday now,
Has
y'all.
pranking gone too far? 71% said
It's there.
yes. 14% said no.
Fucking A right.
14% said 50-50.
Getting that right.
I got something to say.
Haven't going too
What are you gonna
far.
say
What
about
would
me
you
pausing?
consider to be too far? I'm
Pause,
just
Jack.
curious.
Pause.
Y'all ready?
Go for it, brother. Son of a bitch. You rat bastard.
Nah.
Hey, you know what I tried? You know what I thought about doing to him?
Sending
I
him
thought
a
about it,
snot
right?
rag.
'Cause it would piss them both off. It pissed with him and Willie off bad, and it would piss some few people off before I finally let it out of the bag. I 100% thought about just taking his whole stick like a fucking, like, just take it all, bro, and 100% ride it. You know what I mean? With satire.
Yeah.
Them dudes would. If I went over and just snatched everything, the saloon, the fucking, I mean, everything, and just start using it heavy, he would flip, bro. Him and the other little dude flip.
Why not?
I'm not that way, bro. I don't find it really. That would be mean of me, though. Like, you came over and stole people. I never did that. It's what it looks like now, though. It's
Stole their
crazy.
people. You stole their
Nah,
idea.
dude, he had an opportunity to get those folks back, bro. I 100% watched it. And those folks absolutely gave him every opportunity in the world to get them back. I watched it, man.
Yeah, these are some forgiving, good-hearted people.
Over here. I watched everything. Just because it's all surrounding me, I'm still paying attention. Come on. It's easy, bro. I can read rooms.
These are some good-hearted, forgiving people.
Yeah, bro. Every one of them gave him chances, bro. I thought it was great. I mean, that's the kind of people I want around me or not around me. You know? I can't stand them over around you just going to talk about you. And then he's going to talk about another motherfucker. You know? I see that shit all day at this job, bro. I'm like, I'm not even going to issue a friendship with everybody. Not happening. It just goes haywire every time, bro. I've just been a dude all my life. I've been able to end men's, right? Like, let's say we're friends and we have a falling out or whatever. It never gets to a point where we got to fight, talk to shit on each other on the internet. You know what I mean? We're fucking men. I ain't know nothing about this internet shit, arguing with people to the internet. I got on the internet. I knew it was there, but I didn't know how it felt. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't 100%, you're just going to pull up my house. Shut the fuck up. I've done issues like, I will definitely come outside with camera in hand. In hand, bro. I'll put it in the tree. But you get you're starting arguments and fights with people with no thought of seeing them. Boy, you got to be tough that bad. I don't want to fight Jack, man. I would never fight Jack, bro. I feel bad. I would probably cry, to be honest. It wouldn't be fair. The dude's already got problems.
You're just against the lies.
I just don't care for what he does. I mean, yeah, he's what he does now, dude. He's never done nothing now that don't surprise me. I mean, it don't surprise me at all. He started lying on other people that we could actually say that's not true, and he wrote them all through. You know what I mean? It's like, come on now. We know 100% all this is fucking false, but you're still doing it. Whatever. I don't care. I exposed him though. We 100% set out and did what we set out to do. Remember, AD said, I'm going to quit talking about this dude. You know, few fine people said, it'd be cool to just keep stepping on him. We did. And we're not all the way now. That's the way I went in on him, bro. I'm about to dump so many views off this channel. Y'all don't freak out, all right? I'm telling y'all. AD ain't buying views and they're getting me back and all that. That's cool that I got to watch my hour time and I got to watch the watch hours. But that's it. I'm dumping all his shit, bro, and I move on. Because he's holding my channel down, bro. He is. And you got to remember, there's two or three people now reporting me because of him.
And there's literally people like this that's mentally ill.
Dude, I literally have not had
that get a rush and get a thrill and get excitement off of.
You think they do get excited?
No, they definitely do.
People?
No,
or off of getting someone hyper.
One of the biggest. This is like one of the biggest things that I've seen in mentally ill people since a little kid. That I really truly believe that this is where the main source of it comes from. It's a rush.
The internet.
It's no.
I see people
the attention
in real life. Yeah.
The attention, the things that human beings would do for attention, whether if it's good attention or bad attention.
And you think
they get off on that shit. They get off on that shit. He doesn't give a fuck whether if it's you, whoever comes up on here. Like you said the other day, you said whether if you stop it or not, there's eventually going to be somebody. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, he doesn't care who it is. He's gonna get a rush. He's gonna get his dick hard off of anybody that reports on him because it's like, they're giving.
Nah, here's what I think. Oh, brother, he wants me to go away bad, Just. That's a fact.
I don't think
he would 100% wants me.
I don't think it's
here's what I think.
I don't think it's you. I think it's the group of people. I think it's the group of people. He can't handle that pressure.
Yeah, he sees the same people over and over every day over here.
Yeah,
he's seen the people that he once thought they were friends. And when we all know you dicked them people over, they didn't do shit to you, bro. But come over here and start watching me a little bit. You think that everybody don't watch everybody on YouTube? You're outside your fucking mind, bud. You watch the same people that you wouldn't want someone else watching. Make it make sense. You're watching us nightly. You quit doing a nightly show so much just to come watch us. That's awesome. Because I called that. I said that was going to happen.
You watch us so much that you contacted the landlord. Shit.
For the landlord contact you.
It's just he gets a rush off this shit. Ooh, they're reporting on me. They
get a rush off that landlord.
Bro, I'm telling you, no, not the landlord. But he gets crazy. He's not fully crazy. Off of anything that gives him some kind of attention. He doesn't. This is a person that doesn't get no attention. So they got to do everything in their power.
Whether he sees money behind it, bro. It's more money than attention, I think, with him. Because he's all by. I mean, is it attention or is he trying to get the what it takes to get you to buy into him?
It's attention.
He's over there going, don't listen to them guys. I'm nothing like that.
It's attention. Even when he go, look at him Wayne the other day when he's shooting the fucking basketball in West 4th. He can't even fucking just act civilized.
Yeah, that's typical Jack.
That's pure attention move.
Yeah. I don't really think that he does that on purpose, though, bro. I think he's mentally ill. I think he does mentally that ill on purpose, on accident.
He's definitely
mindful. It's out to preach to us. It's out to do something to us.
He's definitely mindful that the things that he does takes people off, and he gets a thrill out of it.
Yeah, until he picks himself off the floor and dude's throwing his phone at him. Then he don't say shit, try to make up with him and shit. Yeah.
But then you gotta understand.
No, I think
not that you don't understand, but people gotta understand when things like that happen. This is a person that doesn't give a fuck about life. They don't care about.
Yeah, he's at rock bottom.
Dying at all. So what I'm trying to say is they don't care whether if they get beat up, look stupid. They don't give a fuck. They care about.
He does. High. He does, bro. That's why he's buying subs, bro.
They care about their high. They care about them drinking.
No, Jack cares about what everybody thinks about him that ain't even there.
Facts.
The people that don't like Jack anymore, that whatever, he don't even have enough real people at that point. They're all just bought, bro. I believe it. It's obvious something crazy going on, bro. You got 30 fucking views on, you got 66,000 subs. I get more than that on. You can't tell me they ain't bought. I should have listened to my chat a long time ago. I found this out way earlier. I didn't think you could buy subs and be on here, bro. But you can certainly do it. But he's definitely probably shadow banned. YouTube is 100% not pushing him, and they're not showing the views if they do watch it. That's crazy. What's his views for today? Like 400 maybe tops? No way. I'm going to check that to Social Blade and what we actually would see, right? We can see with our own eyes what he makes today. Off the videos, we can go over and count right now. Okay. Everything has to be wide open because we got money involved with all this shit, yo. They can't be on our channel lives too much. Everybody gets paid. Put the wrong thing in. Dude, if Social Blade pulls up him making about 150 views today, oh, he's in the tanks, dude. He's done. He's doing worse than me. Do you see what's funny about that, bro? What's today? No, that's the old one. I need the detail right here.
And that shit was funny yesterday. And during
Dude,
the middle
they got
of the
him on 0 for his monthly earnings now, bro. This is horrible.
In the middle
Oh,
of
he
you
just went
reporting,
down 2,000 more views.
All you hear is him say, "Oh yeah, I was just sitting back watching something. I took a couple sips of some beer or liquor, whatever. Took a couple pulls and."
I didn't see that.
Yeah, yesterday, just
Oh,
yesterday.
he was talking about smoking pot, and then he said he didn't smoke pot.
Took a couple pulls and relaxing,
That
and then
was
he went on to
stupid,
say,
too.
"Oh, I went to go hang out with some Russian or Ukraine woman. She didn't know who I was, and we was just having a good time."
Yeah, they are
Wow.
right.
So over a year of you being in this community, this is your first time interacting with someone on a friendly fucking adult level. Wow.
In New York City.
In New York City, in a gated community, with someone that you didn't even know their fucking ethnicity. Oh, I don't know if they were Ukraine or Russian. They were speaking their language. So how the fuck were y'all
Always
having a
got to be something
conversation?
big blown up, bro. It's
How
always
were y'all
something
having a
crazy big.
conversation? If you speak English and this person speaks a fucking foreign language.
Yeah.
This is oh my god.
What are they showing him on? I'm gonna go back in here because I'm gonna get off here anyway. I'm gonna see what they show him on his main screen for his videos right now. So I could count up just those ones right there. So we got 45. God damn, bro, that's low, dude. So you did get about 900 views right now, right? That would be about it. Because you got a few videos older. So yeah. Social Blade's giving it all to you correctly down there. The money on the ad that they're showing everybody, it probably varies. That's why they can't give it to you perfectly, but they're on it when they're starting to count clicks and views now, boy. That's crazy, boy. They're all over everybody. He's got a little machine doing it now.
If the amount of lives that he does consistently, morning shows, tonight shows,
he don't make
these
no
are
money, bro.
shows that you do for people that's
they have him at 0 and 0 for both things now, monthly and yearly.
Imagine doing a show.
He's not even getting $0 a month.
Yo, AD, imagine doing a show twice a day, knowing that nobody's gonna come to actually release.
That's where I think it goes weird at.
Facts.
Really,
you doing
weird,
2
bro.
shows a day with no
what I
real
want to deal with,
supporters.
dude. That's some real serious shit.
No real supporters.
And all the people that are listening to us, they're already gone. I'm dead serious, bro. There hasn't been a person going, "Oh, fuck Frost. Why are you talking about Frost?" Never. Like 4 or 5, maybe. And then they disappear too. Yeah, he ain't never really had a big pack. It's just he had a really solid group that did stick with him until the end. He did.
That made him look solid.
And then just because they come over here, he got angry. Imagine that. Imagine me fucking off my whole channel because my moderators come over and watch him. Like, I'm talking about the dude. Everybody's gonna go watch us after that. It's what the whole stiff is, bro. It's back and forth. It's the fucking soap opera shit. It's all over YouTube. It's killing it now. 050's winning at that though. They get everybody up on
His
their
best
platform.
bet is to just do a complete refresh.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna jump off him soon, bro.
No,
him.
He needs to do
some jabs on him.
He needs to do
like
a quick.
Anytime he gets out of line, I'm gonna jab
He needs to
him.
do a complete refresh. Like
him?
you know, you can do everything you're doing, but just it's a matter of
he has to ditch the channel, bro. Because anybody that knows who Jack Frost is, no matter what he makes the name of it, all the trolls are gonna be there.
It's just no reason why you're not doing other content. There's no reason why. There shouldn't be no reason why you can't do no content.
He's just seeing if he can save it because it's a hard battle he probably fought. He's been on her way longer than I have, bub.
Every day content about his father, about fucking the store, about how we're gonna get to these things when you're a little bit more ready.
It's a constant repeat of pay me, please, 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 please. My shit's gone. Somebody stole this. I lost this.
I've been working on something.
It's a constant pull on your heartstrings. Feel sorry for Jack. Pity party. He's only lately stopped the real heavy shit of it. We're straightening him up. It's just he takes a little longer than usual. I want to be how long before he comes over and stabs me. Fucking who knows? That'd be odd, wouldn't it? Don't let me find out it's you, Jack. I'm gonna do my due diligence just because I brung it up to my people. I'm gonna go find out if or no. It's just what I have to do. But the shit I was reading before I come on here, I was like, what the fuck? Just start putting your logic together. It's like, what? Mr. Court date? How many court cases have we done, y'all? 2, Jack. 2. You tried to do the Tory Lane. You said he was going to be an innocent man up until he wasn't an innocent man, and you blamed the lawyers. You see, we watched that come together too, bub. You ran on Meg hard. And all it was them bitches got mad over his dick. He said he has producers and engineers pulling up to the West 4th. Where did I miss that at? Now, see, here's another thing, Just. Why would you say anything about producers or engineers? Engineers? Producers at basketball games? Frost, you'd think with a one-track mind. You think people are really that dumb? Are you doing this just to show us that you think you're good? Because you're really making yourself look bad, bro. So much that you ran your people away. Fuck, dude. No one can. Think about one person that talks over here, talks over there. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? He's going to block you. And he's like, as much as you think go watch that channel, I don't. Pussy boy. You watch us every night. You watch them right now, Jack. He watches. He dips in and out. I know that much. Don't I, Jackie? You can find out, y'all. Bust open that code on it. All right, I'm about to bounce. He's on both my TVs, and I'm just over him. He's getting on my nerves lately. Because it's just babble. He's just doing the same thing. And we just say the same thing. Jack, please do something viral for me. No, don't. Don't. You're probably on like the closest edge of losing your channel that you've ever been on. Hey, boss, can I buy some more subs? No, you ain't. Yeah, you might be on the edge of losing that bad boy. We can get you out of here, Jack. I don't mind. How many times do you think he reported me? 100, 150, 170? He told 60,000 people to do it. Why not? appreciate y'all for coming by, man. Dog, I'm glad you're saving your hand, bro. I looked at that picture and was like, what the fuck? When you said the dog bite, I looked at it a little bit better. Like, damn. I thought you look like you losing your hand where that blood was coming out. Y'all be safe out there, man. Yeah, y'all be safe as fuck. Bye.
Trap house living cut a block high. If you get caught slipping in the spot, so I keep it on my side when I ride through the city with a big old 4-5. I know niggas want me dead and the feds won't book me. Know a couple strippers won't give me that pussy, but I ain't got time, bitch. I'm on my grind. Might get back at you when I get done hustling. Re-up, bustin' out, cook it up, wet. Yeah, re-up, bustin' out from the wrong person. Nigga might bust your head. Yeah, doing the speed limit down the bumpy road. It's cold, my heart numb and my pocket telling me that all these niggas hoes. So I apply pressure, for sure. It's hard to believe in God when you around devil. Fuck, everybody devil.
Come from a block where you would die about $1.
Y'all have a good evening, Frost. Hey, AD out, man. Thanks for pulling up on me, Mo. I got all work late and y'all still showed up. Appreciate y'all.
At the block with a sack and a Glock in the back full of rock with my skill on the seat. Clutching and looking my brother behind me, he up and he busting whoever he see. Niggas be rapping, but ain't never done it. They know how I'm coming, they know I'm a creep. Shoot till the stop when I
land on my feet, Mr. Lewis Gossett Jr.
Go to bed, Frost. It's 4:20 and you're up. Go to bed. That's not the way to bed, Frost. Get your ass in bed. You should listen to Pops more when you were a kid, man. I wish I had a dad. I sure would have listened to what he had to say. You cry about things that some people didn't even have the opportunity to have. Why the fuck you crying? Why are you bitching?
This is it. We done?
Nobody fucking
We done?
cares.
I'm not quitting my job because niggas fucking destroyed my platform. I'm not bad at my job.
Somebody go check on Ryan Upchurch too.
I'm not bad at my job. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not quitting my dreams.
Go over to
because
No Jump for Kate. Go to the Fadeaway and see if Adam's all right. He's tanking hard as fuck too. He might be buying.
I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway. But if I worship the devil, I could die soon. I'm ready for
you do, but you ended up being a snake like everybody said you was. These channels will fill that fall. Oh, absolutely.
I'm a motherfucking money go.
100,000 views on one fucking video.
I do this shit with ease. Bitch, I'm fast life living. I can go in any hood. They love a little nigga. Couple of them hate but stay in their place cause they don't want it with me. See me looking good, beating hard, bumping in my city. Riding with that sack in that strap.
You have to pass them information along. Hope that they take it. Tell them to pass it along.
I'm not gonna go get a job
Light is hating life right now
because you destroyed my platform. My platform is just
like
fine. If y'all wasn't here harassing me, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. If y'all wasn't here trying to make everybody hate me, I wouldn't have a problem. You are trying to force me to.
Woo, baby. Woo, don't do it, Frosty. Love y'all. Have a beautiful evening, man.